Good morning even. Good morning, chat. Good morning, all. Just getting my chat up on my screen. See who's going to be first after this. Well, at the moment, there is nobody in. I'm talking to myself, which just me and the dog. I better get the dog. She always attracts viewers, just the dog. So we'll see where we go from here. I will just ramble and talk for a couple of tickles. Oh. Come on, wake up, everybody. Wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up. We will just, we'll get a few bits and bobs sorted while we do this. Got some interesting bits today. Yeah, let's see what we can do. We are doing a... Oh, look at this. MK, yo! Finally. We're a bit late. Unfortunately. Russ, I've got a tribute to Russ. 1 minute. Oh, dropped my microphone. Shit, dropped it again. Bollocks. Boo, boo, boo. Hey, I'm in the Rusty Russ clan. Whoa! Ah, saw this and I thought, gotta wear it for Russ. I can't read what it says on screen, so I'm gonna put my nipples are getting hard. It's that cold in here. I looked for a chain, but I couldn't find a chain, and I've certainly never got spiky hair. But I thought I put that on to keep warm today because it's looking good. There you go. Put that back on. Better get my microphone clip back on. I've turned me. I turned noise cancelling off. There we go. Hey, back to me. Back to PC. Diddy. PC Diddy. Rather than Rusty Russ. There's only one Rusty Russ. On this stream, there's only one Rusty Russ. On this stream. He streams from America daily on consoles. I cannot rap and I cannot rhyme because it's a crime. There we go. That's about all my rapping gets. There's only one Rusty Russ. You don't want to be Diddy. No, definitely don't want to be. I don't know who Diddy is. I've heard of him, but I don't know who he is. So I couldn't really comment on that. Let's have a look who we've got in chat. Let's have a look. I've been out to take my car for a repair this morning, so I didn't stream this morning. It was supposed to be in for half a day, but they did it in an hour, which is really, really good. So did a bit of shopping at Tesco, which is a supermarket if you're not in, or a hyperstore or whatever you call them. In the UK, and then had a coffee, had a croissant. What is it about coffee and croissants in the morning? There's a local independent coffee shop, and they sell the most amazing. You just stand there drooling, which is really bad because there's puddles of drool all over. But yeah, stood there drooling, looking at what coffee shall I have, and then there's like 900 cups of coffee. All I want is something wet and warm, really. That's on my dating profile as well. But yeah, just to wake me up in the morning. Yeah, a bit of coffee, but they make the most amazing coffee. They have homemade cakes and buns and croissants. I'm going to get what I bought. I'm going to show you. Don't move a muscle. I know you're not going to move, and I'm going to ramble all the way as I run through here. Oh, let's go back. Dog will be following me now. She'll be saying, Dad, you've got some biscuits or whatever there. I saw you. Don't go breaking my heart. Anything if I let me just say hello to people. I'm rambling. I'm into this already. Let me just say hello. Slow down and breathe. Let's chill and relax. Okie dokie. So, good morning, James. Good morning, MK. My little nude bald friend. Oh, that's me. Morning, Andy. Morning. Good morning, the one and only. I am the one and only Rusty Russ Repairs Online. There we go. Back to MK, back to... We've just got the same people. Aussie, Aussie, Aussie. 57. Hi, all. Too much energy this morning. I've had sugar. It's never a good idea, me and sugar. Sugar. A little bit of sugar. So that's who we've got in today. I ain't got a clue if we've got anybody else in, because for whatever reason, my... we've got 10 people in. I ain't got that on Facecam. No idea why I ain't got that on Facecam. If I send... Got a lot of order. Send... No, it's under... I don't know. It's really messed up my... How do I get it to go to the back? Can't get it to go to the back. What if I click on there and say come to the front? Group selected items, transform, bring to front. I ain't got a clue where that is. Order, move up, move down. No idea. Hide transition, show transition. I don't know. I can't say how many people got in, but at least it was. Oh, is shit working? Oh, I ain't got my volume up, so you can't annoy me. Oh, I don't know if it's working. Is my face... Oh, right problems with OBS. You know why?
I'm an idiot! You're an idiot!
Which is generally followed up by...
Shut your mouth!
Yeah, that's what it is. But anyway...
PCDD, you little shit.
Yeah, we all know that. If anybody caught Andy's last stream yesterday, as he was saying goodbye to everybody, it's brilliant. I'm going to try and find it on my phone. I did. The look on his face. I managed to say, oh, don't show you that one. I managed to say goodbye right as we were going off. I would have to show you this. This is so funny. Sorry, Andy. We know we love you.
PCDD, you little shit.
Just as we were going off air, we watched it last 30 seconds. Andy, you know I'm only jesting, we love you. But just as he's going off air, I were busy doing something. So
PCDD, you little shit.
He was saying goodbye to everybody and everything. And I did put see you. And he must have read it as literally 3 seconds or 2 seconds left on stream. And he read it and it went off just as he were doing it. But look on his face. But it made me chuckle. It did make me laugh a little bit. You've got to laugh about the little things in life. Because if not, big things get you down. So you've got to take the moment and smell the coffee or tea as I've got now. Streambot is on. Yeah, Streambot connected. So, but yeah, it's been doing things, hasn't it? So sorry, that's an old message. What I don't know how to. How do I send that to the background? There's got to be a way I can send that to the background because all my whatchamacallits have disappeared. Yeah, all the do you know what they call it? What do they call it? Oh, I can't remember what they call it. Copy group. I thought it was in transformation, but it's clearly not there. Blending. Yeah, I don't know how to get it from properties. Is it in properties? Deactivate resolution. Everything's gone to background, so I've got none of my overlays on my screen under scenes. Everything's disappeared. No idea how you do it. Properties and filters. Is that where it is? Properties and filters. I can't show you either because if I show you, I'll have to change to a different monitor, a different scene, and it won't be there. Properties, filters. No, it's not that one. Not that one. It's, do you know, like you obviously stack them. So you have your background image, which is my face cam on here, and then I've got watches in bottom right hand corner. I've got my PSU, my meter and thermal camera and whatnot. I can't see any of that, and I don't think you guys either. You can just see face cam. Everything else is still sat in the background, and it's behind the face cam. But I don't know how to get my face cam to go to the back because it's just. I thought it was in order. I thought it was just one what said send backwards, but it's. I just can't find it. I thought it was in order. Is it not in order? No idea where it is. In your scene, top item is. Oh, is that how it is? Ah, that'll be why then. That will be why, because I've moved everything. Right. So if I move that down, can I just drag that down then? Yeah, I can drag it down. Do you know what? Do you know, I didn't realise that, did it? Because everything were mixed up with my sounds and whatnot, I've put everything to top, but I didn't put them in any order, so yeah. Yeah, so that'll be why some other stuff... I'm an idiot. I am an idiot. And I don't know why that's not working. It's not working.
I'm an idiot.
Put one of them.
You're an idiot.
Shut your mouth!
Yeah, there we go. There we go. There we go. Go, go, move. Anyway, I've done it now. Thank you very much, MK, for that. Michael Cause. When I shower, I'd love to know what you're on about with that. That's why when I shower in the morning with soldering, you shower, you soldering. You don't be using that instead, you loofah. Oh no, you've brought it up, haven't you? You brought it up. Shut your mouth. It's live. I just don't know why Note's playing. Ever since I put all them voice commands on, OBS has been. Oh, yeah, we're gonna get back to who's first. We're gonna get back to Pedro. Don't know who Pedro is, but hello, Pedro. Sparta, morning, that's all, folks. Sparta, morning, Sparta. Right, let's have a look anyway. Let's get me moose. There's a moose loose about this house. Treading on screws. I have got things to do today. I've got a micro soldering job coming in, which has got the port snapped off a external hard drive. You know, the funny shaped USB port with little groove mountain, Tolbarone cube or whatever you want to call it, cut out in it. He snapped his he snapped the port off. So we've got that micro soldering to do today to see if we can do data recovery on there. That should be with me anytime now, he said before lunch. So I've just had a laptop dropped off which has got, well, they said it was no power, but I turned it on, it's working. So I think that's a bit of diagnostic and hard drive, but I think there's a short on the DC plug because the hinge at that side is wobbling. Making sure he sees Andy. Sorry, what gain setting is on my receiver? I've got it as 0. Should I be turning that up? I don't tend to talk to like. What I did notice, if I turn my gain up, it picks so much. It picks a lot of background noise up, so I don't tend to do that. I'm rambling again. I'm rambling. I don't think have I got a small? I can't remember. I've got a small one. I've got a tiny one. Oh, just 1 second, gents. I've got a phony call coming through. One tick. There's no other way of doing it apart from the way you've done it. If you do a full factory reset on the iPad, that basically wipes everything and puts a clean image directly from Apple on it. So if your bank are concerned that there's issues, I would ask them to quantify how they believe there's issues when it's had a full factory reset and the entire partition has been wiped. I think what they're doing is putting obstacles in the way to negate themselves from any responsibility rather than helping you out with that. Doesn't have one on an iPad, doesn't have a BIOS. There, again, this is an ill-informed tech advisor at the other end of the bank. iPads don't have them. It's a read-only firmware which is on it, and that. But chances even on a laptop having your BIOS actually infected with malware is not impossible. But if you work on a probability scale, it's extremely low. So it wouldn't even be the point of concern for the vast majority with standard malware to wipe the BIOS. But on an iPad, you can't do that. Yeah, they're just wanting you to take the responsibility basically with that. Yes. No, I mean that's your information. That should be clean. That should be prior to anything happening anyway.
I'm an idiot.
So you should be okay with that one. On the iPad. Yeah, all Norton does is act as a DNS resolver. So they basically filter all your internet traffic, spy on what you're doing, and then sell it to the highest bidder. Or not necessarily the highest bidder, they'll sell it to anybody who wants to buy it, and then you'll just get lots of marketing spam things, and they'll charge you £100 a year for that privilege. I would take Norton off. I would rather have a virus on my system than Norton or McAfee. You don't need anything on an iPad. There's nothing really. They just work as DNS resolvers to redirect all your internet traffic through their servers. So I would say internet practice and a bit of, take this the right way, but a bit of internet education is more effective on your day-to-day internet life. I do offer a 1 to 2 hour course on that where we kind of sit down, we break down everything what you can do to protect yourself, and it cuts down your spam, spyware, and your chance of being compromised by about 95% once you've been through it. Yeah. Yeah, I mean that's kind of the tip of the iceberg. What I go into in more depth on the training or the courses, the sit down is a lot more kind of things what you can do on a daily basis, and you set it out from day one to actually protect yourself going forward. And it kind of just puts all the grounding and groundworks in, so you don't get exposed going forward. Like you may be possibly exposed now. Yeah. They'll just be wanting to put the onus and responsibility on you. So if something did happen in a year's time, they can say it's all your fault. When in actual fact, it's a difficult one to judge. It's all down to internet, the education of the individual. Take that the right way. I don't mean yourself, but on how they actually do everything online. And unfortunately, things like this aren't taught in schools or even taught in the public domain. So yeah, it's something a lot of people learn when it's too late, rather than being proactive and learn before or do before. And it's extremely basic stuff, but it's things what have never really been shown or explained. Yeah. Yeah. That's the main thing. There are a lot more things you can do to as I say, to protect yourself and to certainly monitor things like your credit scores or things like that as well. So, but yeah, if you want any more help with it, by all means, give me a tinkle. All right then. Good luck then. Bye bye now. Sorry, chat. That was somebody who had been fallen foul to a scam, and he downloaded some remote access software onto his iPad. And he'd been somewhere else, and they quoted £250 for wiping his iPad back to factory. If you've done an iPad, we all know how easy that is. Astronomical, £250 for formatting, or not even formatting, pressing half a dozen buttons on an iPad, going into settings and doing it restore, and that was it. So he rang me and I went, no, they're trying to rip you off more than scammers are. This is how you do it yourself. I spoke to him on phone for 5 minutes, he's done it. His bank is now saying he needs his BIOS wiping on his iPad, which we all know they don't have. So it's it's a bit of a con, that one. I do offer a 2-hour course to a lot, because I see it probably about half a dozen times a week, where unfortunately it's the demographic of older people where they get compromised or they get lured into these scams. So yeah, I do kind of offer a 1 to 2 hour course where they can come and sit with me and I run through everything, and then phone support afterwards, which to me I think is invaluable. But I did mention it a couple of times with him and he didn't want to take me up on it. So hey, anyway, sorry, I missed loads of chat there. Do apologise. Juice. We were looking forward to it. We've got a juice. We've got a dance. I've got to get a dance for Juice. Yeah, you missed the Russ arms earlier. I ain't got the guns like Russ, but we missed the Russ things earlier. So good morning. My morning juice. Yes, and when I changed scenes to the other scene, so you could see it, all my notifications decided to play. So he thought I was an idiot when it came through. So there we go. Norton, don't go anywhere near Norton antivirus or McAfee antivirus. Just have a look at some of the YouTube videos on it. It's appalling. It spies on you. They steal your data. What do I think of Bitdefender? It used to be good. It did win an award last year before. What credibility is? I'm not too sure, Juice, on that one. The one I've used for a lot of years, probably 15 years. And I think an antivirus is all well and good, but Norton is amazing. It's hard to get rid of that virus. Sorry, that's just popped up, Rebel. You are darn right, even with professional tools that I've got to get rid of it, it still don't go. And then they just bombard you with spam emails. I'm not going to get on to what Norton do, because I get really infuriated with it. The one I use, I think good internet practice is a hell of a lot more effective than any antivirus you'll put on your system. And there is certain things that I run through when I do my one-to-one with customers who's been McAfee should be banned, with my customers if they choose to have it, and a lot of them think it's far-fetched, and I usually say to them, look, do it, even though you think it's far-fetched, and believe me, you'll do it once and you won't have a problem again with it. Yeah, I've been approached several times. I've been in IT a lot of years, not repairing like this as such, not on soldering irons and stuff like this to in depth. A lot of this is new to me, so I'm not going to pretend I'm anywhere near experienced with a soldering iron, a hot air station, stuff like that. But I've been in and around IT, and I've had my own business for 30 years. So I've seen a lot. So I would not go anywhere near Norton, McAfee, AVG or Avast, because they're owned by the same companies, respectively. Norton and McAfee own the other two. They are horrible pieces of software. In my view, I will state that. And there's a lot of supporting evidence online with what they do, and they steal different bits and bobs. It was in, I can't remember if it was McAfee or Norton's T's and C's, if you read them, that they could crypto mine on your PC equipment when you weren't using it. So any dead time where the CPU was sat at less than 10% idle. So if you think they've got these on businesses who they go out for lunch breaks or maybe even leave them on overnight, they could crypto mine on that hardware and keep all the money. So they were using their machines to crypto mine their electricity, wearing their components out, putting bill up, and they were keeping all the money because they just put a backdoor crypto mining thing on your machine. Well, if you got one of them on your computer any other time, you'd think you had a virus. But people used to pay. I can't remember if Norton or McAfee. They used to put it on there. And people would still pay because they're a marketing company. They're like Apple. They market themselves extremely well. It's all smoke and mirrors and bells and whistles. They do detect viruses. A lot of false detects. Look at some of the independent reviews on it. I think McAfee is something like 52% on one of the reviews they got. Windows Defender comes in at 74%. Good grief. something free built into your system by Microsoft is better than a paid version from McAfee. And that's where all other crap, which they do anyway. You've got me on my soapbox now. Anyway, let's wind this back. Morning, Dave. Dave Can. I have not seen you in chat before. If you're a new chatter, welcome, Dave. You must know some of the other guys because I noticed they aren't saying that. Falcon. Oh, no. Falcon, we've negated your little terrorist activity. You can no longer do what you do. So knock it out of the park and give it a shot. Yeah, if you use Windows, it's honestly one of the top contenders for an. It is. Juice, I agree with you. It's slow because it works off Cloud Relay. But yeah, it is there. Morning, Phil. Is it morning? Afternoon, Phil, even. Sorry, I've been on phone that long. Been on phone for that long.
Kitty,
That's right. Oh, I know some of them's come through. Not all. Have they all come through? They don't all play on my thing, so I can't hear it. You got away with a couple of them there, Falcon. I use. I have 2 on my system, and I'd tell people not to put 2 on the system because they fight against each other. So I've got one permanently running, which is Kaspersky antivirus. I've used it for a lot of years, and I know it's Russian, but everyone spies on us. And I use Malwarebytes. And other than that, I don't get virus, and I connect all sorts, as you would expect from what I do, to my PC. You work in cybersecurity, so you know a little bit about that stuff. Yeah. Norton, McAfee, and Avast. I'd love your insight on it, Juiced. I mean, I don't work in cybersecurity. It's just stuff I read and research and whatnot. Yeah, I won't recommend it for enterprise either. But they do deal with security for some large companies like Intel, like Ferrari F1 team and whatnot. So they are a big player in it as well. But I think what they do for them is probably a lot different. Well, it is a lot different, isn't it? Because of the way they probably set their systems. I work in cyber without the security. Yes, I did. 20 years in security. No, afternoon, Mookie. Good afternoon, Mookie. Anyway, where are we? So did I see up there somebody put exclamation like, which basically says like and subscribe? Sorry, I'm just rude back. We still haven't done my list. I've been talking all this time. I'm going to get on to what's in the bag in a second. I do digress. So let's get back to...
If I'm not back in 5 minutes.
Why?
Just wait longer.
Stop doing that, you stupid thing. Okay, so... that's all right. I've got them all above.
PCDD, you little shit.
I don't know who played that. Chill and relax, like playing that. No, that was juice. Right, so let's get back to what we've all come for. We've come for the main event. Woo! There you go. Spinny cam, spinny cam, spinny cam. We're gonna go back to this, aren't we? Okie dokie. So we have today's. I never thought I'd be streaming again today. What's all this about? Let me grab a pen. If anybody is wondering what this is the leaderboard for people coming in chat. As soon as I go live, the first person to make a comment gets on the prestigious blue mat. So we've got a bit of a leadership race here. So we've got MK. And MK here, so he's got 2. We've got Carthor on 1, Chill and Relax on 1. But just a nose in front, a little bit of a nose, it's a tiny one, is SER. So we've got Andy Swindon Electronic Repairs just there. So today we have, I don't know if everyone can see that, the first one in chat after I went live, which says welcome, which is where I take the whatchamacallit like. Yeah, got a little tiny one. I got a little tiny one. I have got a little tiny one, unfortunately. It's well used, just not tiny. Big hammer to knock a small nail. That's what they say. So we have today, and it's is it 9th today? Oh my gosh, I'm going to run out of Matt if I stream like this, or if I continue streaming like this. So we've got 9th of December. Let me see if we can get down there. I must really play havoc with people's eyes. Like rock the boat. So we have the leadership. There we go. So we've got 9th of December, and we are looking at a carbon copy of yesterday. He's not letting it go, is he? MK does not want to let the title race fade. This could go all the way. This could go all the way to the 22nd. This is a close-knit fight at the moment, this. We've got Carthor on 1, Chill and Relax on 1, MK now on 3, and Andy Swindon Electronic Repairs also on 3. Interesting. Still got plenty of space on the blue mat though. So we've got plenty of days before that to see where everyone goes. And there might be a prize for the winner. They might, as long as you're not a creator. I'm not sending something to one of the creators, we're sending it to one of the loyal followers in chat. That's where it gets a lot better. Yeah, there we go. Ooh. Why did my screen suddenly look like that? It looked like it was bleeding with my screen. That were very, 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 very. All antivirus on Windows is giving them kernel level access similar to the anti-cheat system on Battlefield 6, kind of frowned upon from a privacy security point of view. Yeah, that's the thing. I was reading something. One of them actually got level 1 access as well. I can't remember which one it was. So it could actually do even more than that. It was crazy how it was written. Where are we going? Got dropped and stream coming from base. Contacts on. Oh, he's on about something else now. And getting all steamy under the lab coat. Ooh, we like him getting a little bit steamy. Yay, I'm okay. Right, so guys, I was just gonna I was gonna show you what I bought this morning, weren't I? Look at these. Look at these. This is from a little deli. We've got. I did get 2 of each, but as we can see, there's only a couple left now. And these are. I know they look like cookies, but they're not actually cookies. They are scones, and they're all home baked in the place, and they are absolutely delicious. This one, the chocolate chip cookie, the chocolate chip scone, bit of an acquired taste, that one. I'm a fruity person, me. That cardboard looks so scrummy, so scrummy. So we, the chocolate chip ones are nice. I'm not a chocolatey person for scones. It's got to be a fruit one. I did also get some croissants as well, but they didn't make it past the coffee break or the morning. The morning 11s is on that one. So, but these, look at that. Look at that. Just pull apart. Absolutely. Sorry, watching me eat now. I can only imagine what that sounds like. Sorry, chap. I can't have any more than that if I want guns like Rusty Russ. I'm Rusty. There we go. Love you, Russ. Do you know what, Mookie? I used to weigh 26 stone. I think you were in chat the other day. 168 kilos. So yeah, I go careful with what I eat now. So it comes from a point of endearment, Russ. Comes from a point of endearment. I thought I'd got an exclamation RRR in my chat. I don't know if I got a noise for it yet. I thought we were an exclamation for RRR. But anyway. Right, let's get on to how long we've been talking. 34 minutes now, done out. No wonder this happened to me from my last job.
I'm an idiot.
I don't know why they keep playing, but that's constantly going to keep playing. And I will try and keep turning it off, but God, look where it is, isn't it? Does everyone else have this problem with OBS? turn off. There we go. RRR only works when he changes scenes. Rush is the best ever, no question. Simply the best. Yeah, there we go. Simply the best, better than all the rest. There we go. We are gonna do. We're gonna do an awkward one to start with. I've got the little hard drive one coming in. But first of all. Oh, God, it's heavy. We're going to do this one. Oh, gosh. This is blinking heavy. So heavy. This is an all-in-one. Oh, wait, that wrong camera. Dope. Move it wrong camera about. Oh, brilliant. Camera's now not moving. There we go. This is an all-in-one. And it's huge and heavy. Is the clip visible in the scene because it's not hidden? It will always play on transition. No, for some reason, MK, I hide it, and when I change scenes, it unhides itself. So I think, do you know when I've set the command up in whatever it's called? I think it must be something to do. I've set the command up because it only does it on different ones. Do it on different scene changes. So if I go to all where we're looking at now, face cam, it activates I'm an idiot and wait. If I go to all, which is my general down look one with microscope and everything, it activates I'm an idiot and something else. So yeah, confused me. These are so heavy, so heavy. It's got a cracked screen in this. Would anybody like to hazard a guess? This is a 23-inch screen. Would anybody like to hazard a guess on the cost of this screen? Just put it in chat how much you think just to buy the panel is. And it's a Dell, if anybody's wondering. 23.8-inch Dell. Non-touch, I will specify. Not touch. And it's non-OLED. Not quite that much. Not quite that much. Yeah. £382. Crazy. £382 for a £600 machine. How the hell can they quantify it? I've managed to find one for 200. Yeah, 382. There we go. Andy got it right. It's like wrong. I can't show you because it's not face cam down there. He's just got it right. He wins. Andy always wins. He always wins. But again, if anyone's took these AIOs to pieces, they know how difficult they are because you take the screen off. Not a problem. No. On this it's slightly different. You don't take the screen off on this. Most of them, you kind of take the screen off. Not a problem. No. Dell didn't make it that easy, did they? You've got to take the back off and you dig your way forward. You literally dig your way all the way through. The only good thing is the case comes off relatively straightforward, if I can remember how I did it. And I can't. Oh, that one there. That's it. So I've got to dig literally down until I get to the screen, and then I can remove the screen. iFix Castles. iFix Castles. Is that because you're a builder? I've not seen you in chat before. Welcome. I'm not too sure whether that's your, and I'm genuine there. Is it castles and things like that you fix, or is it just a thing? So welcome to the chat. Yeah, quite a few of us do go. I try and stream often, mainly because if I don't talk to my computer screen here, I talk to dog. We'll all say good morning to her. She'll come and say good morning. You know what she's like. She's been out. I took her out for a run this morning, so she's a bit tired. She's probably thinking, I'm not getting up to say hello to everybody. She says, they're not real. They're just text on the screen. Oh, she's coming. I can hear her. She's coming. Are you coming to say hello? Right, let's. We can just see your head. She went, there's nobody there. Come here. Say hello. Up. You're too tired, aren't you? You went for up. Yeah, what's this? She says, I'm too tired. So I went for that run this morning. She says, you've absolutely. I know. Right now, I'm just going to sit here and stare at you lovingly. They're all up here. You've got a fan base If you could repair these and click go live, they wouldn't need me. They'd all come and see you.
Who's a good girl? Who's that?
There's no point wagging your tail. Because what they can't do is smell you when you trump. Yeah, and you stink. Right, you've had your 15 minutes of fame now. Go lay back down and go to sleep. Come on. No, don't look at me like that. Come on. Right, sorry, she's done a little minute there for everyone who wants to see the dog. Oh, she's back in. She's helping me. So we have got... There we go. We're back. Ooh, we're not seeing my nitrite gloves in there, do we? That's a bit better. We can see time as well. Oh, I need to keep breathing in if I'm on this view. Yeah, so this one, gents, we need to whatchamacallit. I did repair castles. I'm now retired. Oh, congrats on retirement. We're all working towards that. Congrats. I'm not looking forward to retirement because I think when I retire, I'm probably, because I'm pretty close to retirement. I don't know whether I'd be able to sit down and relax. I'm just not one of them. Yeah, Andy's to blame for everything. So anyway, guys, we're gonna try and take this off. I'm not looking forward to it because you've got to dig your way through. So it might just be a lot of screws this to do, but we'll try and keep track of this. Can we have an idea in chat if everyone has put their Christmas decorations up? Can we have 1 for yes, 2 for no? I just want a seat ratio because my daughter keeps saying, can we put Christmas decorations up? And I've managed to put her off until this week. But she wanted to put them up like 2, well, in fairness, she'd have put them in August. So 1 for yes, 2 for no. I just want to see ratios there. Have you put your Christmas decorations up? 1 yes, 2 no. Well done, Andy. He's resisted. MK's a 0. Not sure why. So Edinburgh's got it in. Old Phil's got it in. Dave's got him in. Clawslug has got him in. I saw your clip, Clawslug, the other day, what you did of me calling me an idiot. That was brilliant. 30 years and I'm still an idiot. Yeah, saw that one. Kawaka's number 2. I side with that. Yorkshire Dave, number 2. Well, you can't retire at UK. They do keep putting age up. I've got no room. You've got no room, Chill. I've seen your streaming area. You could put a little tree somewhere. I'm 0 because my wife put it. So you've got it up already. So he's a number 1. So I think probably number 1 just edges it. Just edges it. I'm not one saying I don't want to put it up. I just think it's a bit early. Because you get sick of it so quick, don't you? You go into the shops and we all get sick of music playing. I do like it up. The Christmas tree, that is. What are we voting for? We're voting where if you want me to close the stream now and never stream again, it's number 1. If you want me to carry on for another 15 minutes, it's number 2. So as we can see, Juice, they've all voted number 1. Whoa. Well, that's it, chat. Thanks a lot. It's been emotional. Not getting away that easy. I'm gonna make you all suffer. I haven't followed any guides on this, so please don't think I followed any guides on what I'm doing. And I've never taken one of these to pieces before in my life. It's just I know you do that. I'll take 2 then. Cheers, Juice. Cheers, Juice. I can't put anything up. The cats rip it. They rip. Do you know what? I've got some friends who's got a cat, and exactly the same. It attacks the bulbils on the tree because they glitter. They glitter. Was everybody in chat the other day when I told you I went to buy a Christmas tree? A guy at Christmas tree, it was huge, this Christmas tree. He says, are you going to be all right with that? Are you going to put it up yourself? I said, no, I'm planning on putting it up in the living room. That's one of my only Christmas jokes that I know. I think this will come off somehow. If anybody knows how to take one of these off, please let me know, because I ain't got a Scooby-Doo. I know you've got to take motherboard and everything out. Andy in drag is absolute 100% vote. Yeah, well, there has been now, from what I've seen, 3 independent votes. I've done 1, Andy's done 1, and Russ has done 1. So, yeah. There has been, the people spoken. The people have spoken. Put the cats up. Put the decoration in the kitty litter box. Yeah, might tempt him in there. I did take a picture today for Andy. Did take a picture. It's just reminded me. Just let me flick onto that camera there. And I saw this today and I thought this could kill two birds with one stone. Now, chat, I need your honest opinion. If Andy's going to be dressing up, as a lady, I think he should wear this. Now, what do you think? Do you reckon he could rock that? It could be Saucy Christmas Pudding Deluxe adult outfit. One size fits most. Not fits or fits. I've not seen that before. And believe it or not, Andy, it were only, I think it were only small, like £3. Come on. Showing your legs off. Just think it's an extension. It's an extension of your white coat. You could wear that under your white coat. You might get chilly legs, and your baubles might hang a bit low. But I saw that and I thought, yeah, you know, I took a picture of it for Andy. Yeah. Oh, wait there. And it includes a satin dress and headband. It's time to get cheeky at Christmas. Come on, guys. Come on, guys. Oh, dear me. Ooh la la. Sexy, sexy, sexy Andy. It's getting hot in here, so take off all your clothes. Gents, if you don't know about the 21st, which is just about there, just while I take these screws out, we are holding a charity stream on the 21st. We have got some exciting stuff. There's 5 creators involved, which is myself, Andy Swindon, Russie Russ, MK, and James Jfix. I don't know if this is a good thing or a bad thing, but they have asked yours truly to host it, so I will be comparing it, bringing all the creators in on it, and bringing it in. So I've got some plans for some laughs. I've not revealed any of them to the other creators, so they're going to be surprises for them and you guys as well. But that's on the 21st for the charity stream, and we're just trying to sort some other bits out. But please stick around for that. I don't know whether I'm going to be the right person to host it. I don't know whether I've got the right personality for it, but I'm hoping I can make it memorable for everybody involved, both chat and the creators as well, and we can raise some money for the charities. So I will be hosting that, it should be good fun. It should be good fun. I'm looking to be a bit mischievous with it as well, as you've probably gathered. As long as I don't get virus on my computer. I'm looking to be a bit mischievous and a little bit like that as well. So hopefully with me hosting, there should be some should be a bit of fun and a little bit of something. But yeah, the creators are gonna get some unexpected surprises. That's all I'm gonna say here, because I did broach the subject with them. Are they okay with me doing certain things? But I didn't divulge too much what I'm going to be doing. So they have no idea. And as yet, I've got more personality than Keir Starmer. Just talking about Keir Starmer. Does anybody look at Keir Starmer and go, really, you should be managing an Asda somewhere in Midlands? He really shouldn't be doing country, but that's my person. That's my thing. First time on YouTube, fixes charity stream. It might be the last if I compare it. I might not get invited back next year. But I'm hoping I can pull it all together for you guys. It's something what we're doing to give back to charity, but also give back to the community as well. Because I know I say it, and all the creators will mean exactly the same. We are nothing without the people in chat. That's why we try and get them engaged in doing all this. But yeah, the charity stream, 21st December. Hats off to the other guys, because I've really not done any of the technical stuff. They have held my hand through this and organised so much of this as well, because I'm so new to it. So hats off to James, Andy, MK, and Russie Russ on that. They're the ones who are really doing it. I'm just along for a ride. Right, that says LCD. I wonder if I unscrew that, the LCD will start to come out. I wonder if that's the but can we trade away Bodger? I don't actually get Bodger in my. Well, I think he might lurk. He does pop in now and again, but I don't see too much of Bodger in my chat. Don't know why. Don't know why, for whatever reason. LCD on here. Ooh. You probably can't see from here, but we've got a selection of holes around here, and some of them have got two screens in them. It says BP, which I presume is back panel and LCD. So I'm going to take all the back panel ones off, because I believe you've got to take the plastic mount off as well. So I'm going to take all the back panel and LCD screws, which I'm hoping will release the frame to come off. And that. So far we've taken out about, I'd say about 30 screws there. There's a fair few. He's slaving away at the editing desk. Is he? All right. Good thing about live streams, you don't really have to edit. That's the good thing. Oh damn! I do. Oh god, it's gone down. Oh, how do you get it? And how do? Oh, do you know what? If there were an Olympic challenge to get a screw down that hole, where a screw just doesn't fit, I wouldn't be able to do it. Need electric Bosch like Andy. I need some. I have got an electric screwdriver. I mentioned this on one of my other streams. I have got an electric screwdriver. I love the one what Uncle Soren uses and James. Really like that screwdriver. And I have got, it's sat here. Is it that camera? Which camera am I looking at? That camera there. I have got a one. It charges on USB. But I still use my iFixit. I like control with my hand. I don't know. I've tried a couple of electric screwdrivers, and they either work too fast, or there's either not enough or too much torque, even if you wind it back a bit. So yeah, just not a major lover of the electrical side of those. Yeah, sorry, chat. What I was going to say was as well. One of the things I am doing, I know we've got 22 people in here, and I will reiterate this as well and run through it on different streams. So I do apologise if I'm going to bore you. But again, this stream on 21st is for you guys as well. So what I was thinking was, if anybody has an idea, either something they'd like to know, something they'd like us to try, something, just anything really, whether it's a question you want to pose to the creators which are doing it, whether it's an individual or you want to do it as a collective question, like, you know, what was I don't know, what was your favourite ice cream when you were a kid? I don't know. Whatever you want to do. Don't use that because that's mine. But or you think I want Rusty Russ to sing the national anthem while stood on one leg, hopping, rubbing his stomach. Let's have some crazy stuff. I'm not going to say I'm going to use everything, but let's just have a little bit of input. So if you've got anything, please, can you message? I don't know. Somebody said you can't put it in comments until video is. Yeah, please try and contact me. My email address is on there, or it's better, Truth or Dare. That is a good one, but we need the questions. So it's the questions. I have got some things. It's the questions or the tasks and things like that, or the forfeits or stuff like that. So if you've got anything, because I can think a lot myself, but somebody might come up with something and it's like, wow, that's really going to work. So we can put that in. How do I time that? Unfortunately, there's only 3 people which can do that, MK. So you crack on, grass puddle. Yeah, hidden talents. That's another good one. But I'm not going to be able to remember in here. So if you can pop it on, if you don't mind remembering, gents, when this video goes up, because this will go up, you can then put a comment in. If you can comment on this video or comment in any of my videos that I've uploaded in the past, because I've only been doing this 3 months and I've got 55 uploads. That's how committed I am to God, that's good. It comes off in one. That's how committed I am to doing this. So, yeah, 55 uploads to choose from. Just put your comment on any of those, and I will respond to it. I respond to all my comments, good or bad. So, yeah, just put it on any one of those, on one of my comments, and then we can see what it is. Just you can go off and do that now if you want. Just any of my videos, put a comment on of what you think might be a good idea. E.g., these are questions I'd like asking to Andy, Rust, MK, JFix, or as a collective, or you want to see, that's another screw, you'd like to see us do, I don't know, an eating challenge, a drinking challenge, or a forfeit being something. And I'm trying not to give away anything that I'm doing in that. So, yeah, please go to one of my videos, any of them now, and you can put a comment on, and I will see the comment, and we'll take it from there, and we can elaborate on it, and even if it's just questions and whatnot, and it'll just mean it'll bring everything back together and whatnot, because there's so much talent in chat, as we all know, that it's just so much easier. So I'm just going to take this heatsink off, because I think the heatsink might be in my way, but I'll give it a service at the same time. There's a hidden screw right up there. Now, fortunately, all these screws are the same size, which is wonderful, apart from the encapsulated ones, which are sat there. Okay. I said this for a big strip down to just get the blinking screen out, and I wasn't wrong. Get that as well. Okay. So that back, there's another screw just there. Any hidden talent sort of the way? Yeah. I think some of our creators might have some hidden talents. I think you might find some of them are good singers. Might be able to tell us a little quirky anecdote. They might be able to juggle. One of them might be a fire eater. If not, he's going to get burnt lips with tasks I've got involved. But yeah, just fun and quirky. Can't promise that we'll use them, but we'll certainly. Well, I'll certainly, because obviously I'm the one who's hosting and bringing it all together. So the creators, even if they see it, don't worry, because they will not know which one we're using at any time. So yeah, it might just make it a bit more fun, and we can inflict a little bit of torture on our favourite creators with that, can't we? So guys, I know it's a really awkward view, but I'm just going to try and get the panel out now, which just unclips. Seems like it's clipped at the bottom somehow. Is there more screws at the bottom? Yeah, so how do I get that off? I have zero talents. I'm sure you've got some at James. I'm sure you've got some. I reckon. Hey guys, joking apart, if you check out James's last video about the dock, if you've not seen it, have a look. I don't know if it's on your subscriber list or whether it's public viewing. If it is, check it out when it comes out live. And if you're not a subscriber to James, please go over and do it. It's worth every penny. But he's just reviewed a 4K or an 8K dock. I was really impressed with that, and he's got such good taste in his people he watches. Such good taste on there. If anybody's watched it, you know why I'm saying that. But there's another video about his DC adapter. That DC adapter, James, I watched that last night, and I was really impressed with that. I've been looking at buying one, but quite expensive, all in. But I think I might invest in one of them. Right, that's can't see where these other screws are. There's a little bit there. The screen is now loose. It's just not loose at the bottom. I'm just going to have to take a couple more screws out, because even though they're not saying where they're coming from, I suspect that they are still hiding around here. It's definitely worth a sub. It is. I think I'm on the lowest tier, if I'm being honest, because I'm a cheapskate. Just for the additional content and whatnot. But yeah, definitely worth the sub on that, like it is to a lot of our creators as well. So hey, share the love, guys. If you're in a position where you can, it's much appreciated. to the ones which put the time and effort in, because we all work really hard at doing this, and we do it because we love it. It's just nice for a little bit of pat on the back. That's why I mention to people, like and subscribe to my channel. And that's only because when I get to 500 subs, I can bleed you all dry and make a fortune and retire like iFix Castles. I want to retire with my feet up like that. Not really, not really. But it's just, I think it's just nice just to give us a bit of recognition sometimes. But it's not needed. It's not needed. It's just nice. Right, so that's not coming off. That's not coming off. That's not coming off. There, coming off. So this screen now I cannot see as screwed in anywhere else. That's held down by this plastic. I would imagine. Let me just see if I can get a spudge it in there. The YouTube membership have made wonders if iFix Castle's skin, as we can see. I don't know who iFix Castles is. I've not seen him in chat before, so I couldn't comment on. Oh, somebody outside. Right, this is now coming away, but the screen's completely shattered. It just seems to be holding at the bottom, and I can see screws down there, so it's not actually going to pop out. I just can't get to the screws because this bottom plate's on. So does that need to come off first? Oh, just 1 second, gents. There we go. Customer wanting bank details to pay. That's stuck, glued or something on there, so that's not coming off. Yeah, so if you do put comments on with your ideas, what I will do then is reach out to you and maybe just run through it a bit more depth on message or chat or whatever, just so we can maybe elaborate and see how it wants to play. We might be having a couple of special guests as well, and there might be some niceties for you guys to maybe get involved with and win as well. So a lot of it's up in there. We're trying as best to make it as good as we can for the 21st. Don't think I mentioned that, have you? We're doing one on 21st. Right. I'm probably at a loss now. I cannot figure out how to get that bit off without. Ah, there you go. It unclips. It unclips. It's just plastic clips at the bottom. There we go. It is just a bit of brute force and ignorance on that, like it is on quite a lot of computer stuff. It was just clipped in. So we can see now the remaining screws. This is literally everything out to get to this thing. I think the only thing you don't need to remove is the motherboard from, by the looks of it. But I did have a quick look at online at a video, because we can't pretend we know everything about everything. And I think I watched it. I speeded it up to twice the speed and went through it. And it was only a 7-minute video, and that included taking it down and putting it together. I just remember him taking absolutely everything out to get to the screen. That's just the bezel for that. This screen should come out now. I wonder if there's a thing under there. Jalapeno is my level. Oh, spicy stuff. What the flip? Where Andy would need a pint of milk on standby. Hot cows. Yeah, he's definitely talented. Oh, you don't need to sub for the video, guys. Yeah, so check that video out. Really, really good. On James. Sorry, I was just reading that. Swore to keep it a secret. Don't put yourself down. I reckon would be a good chili eating comp. Do you reckon Russ would? I would have put Russ more like ice cream and jelly. I think he's a bit more of a sweet person rather than a hot and spicy person. What am I working? Me. What are we working on? I missed it. We're working on a Dell 23.8-inch all-in-one. Just trying to remove the screen. On every other model, because I've changed quite a few screens in all-in-one, you go in from the front and just kind of clip it out like we would with a laptop screen. Oh no, not this one. You've got to take the entire back off and you start from the back and work your way forward. A bit like an iPhone or old iPhones where you used to have to do it with a screen, you work your way forward. Am I going to put Linux on it? It's a customer's, unfortunately. So it's got a hard drive in it already. So it is just a screen repair, this one. So once we've got the screen, I need to get the screen out just to determine what it is. Because in their infinite wisdom as well, the screen serial number is there. And as we all know, you should really get the actual serial number off the screen so you can order the right one. But they put a great big metal plate in front of it. So you can't even get the screen serial number without taking the screen out, and there are 6 screens which will fit in this model according to the internet. So I'm hoping it's the one I found for like £200 rather than the one at £380, £400, whatever it is. It's crazy. I do. I want my 15 minutes of fame, James. That is all it's down to. I'm in it right at the end, where he tries it in his living room. Just skip through all the rest. I don't mean that. Watch it. It's a cracking video. Really. And it blew me away, in fairness. Apart from the I'm not going to give it away. Not going to give it away, but there's a bit of a twist in it as well. But yeah, he does show his screen where he's watching videos, and I do get mentioned. Strangely enough, I was watching Tony's last upload as well, Symboltex, and I appear in that as well when he's fast forwarding through his own video on the video that he's recording, and down the right hand side, I'm in there twice as one of the people he watches the most. So I'm obviously ticking the boxes with the creators, or I just stream that much so they can't get away from me. I'm not too sure which one it is. Probably the latter. I'm like a bad smell or something you're treading you just can't get rid of. I can't see any more screws in this. Where's Carthor when you need him? I can't see any more screws in it. So I am going to just try and persuade this screen out. What just hit me on the toe? Oh, that was one of them screws that fell out earlier. There we go. That's one of them which fell out all earlier. Afternoon, coffee, isn't it? Afternoon, Gozy. Gozy Repairs. I do know your name, and I can't remember your name. Oh God, what's his name? Oh no, I was watching his video the other day. No, it's gone. I am horrendous on names. MK. We're trying to plug it out, cows. Trying to plug it. Anybody who skips from channel to channel, anything like that, we've just got to plug it. It's all for a good cause. Oh, that's not coming out of there. But for no other reason apart from we need the viewers to make sure we get the donations, guys. I don't think we've released what charity it's for. There's a screw. I can see the screws down this gap. I need to take motherboard out. Blink. Kinect. So our drive's got to come out. I'm hoping I could do it without taking that out, but hey. All to change a blinking screen. Well, it's not blinking, it's cracked. What's happening on the 21st? Well, funny you should mention that, Falcon. I'm giving away a Paul Daniels ring light. Have you actually seen about this? I've won one on one of the creator streams, so I'm going to give that away. They finished the drawer a little early, Falcon. I cannot think for life me what's happening on 21st. Anybody any ideas what's happening on 21st? If anybody's in chat, they haven't entered that competition. Falcon has personally said, "Can anyone please enter?" He's so excited to still win if everybody enters. How funny is it going to be if Falcon actually still wins? you've got a moment 1 in 33 chance to win. This amazing, awesome Paul Daniels ring light. I've got 3 of them. They're amazing. I like my house with it. I've got one instead of my headlights on the car. They're so bright. They are amazing. And I know Falcon said he'd love to win it just so he can redonate it to the charity stream. I think that's why he was so keen. But that's on Andy's Discord, which I'm sure Andy can put a link to in chat if anybody don't know what it is. But that's it. That's a giveaway. I don't have Discord, Cow. Sorry, I don't have. So that command will not work. But you can check it out on Andy's stream later or whenever. There's one more screw there. Why don't we put bright pink screws in so you can see? Make it so much easier, wouldn't it? What? Sorry, chat. Is anyone the wrong side? I'm going to try and. I ain't got a clue where I'm pointing, but look at this down here. Oh, where is me bloody blinking? No, it's over here. Where do I point? Where do I point? Point to that. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Oh! Oh! Ladies and gentlemen, we interrupt your normal viewing for a special announcement. We've hit 31! It's just a normal day for me. Just a normal day for me. All these bots have come in to see what I'm shouting about. Little bit neighbours logging in and say, will he shut the mouth up? Look at this! I've got 3 awards! We're not going to get excited. We are not going to get excited. Let's get back down to business. Yeah. What's it going to be like when I've got all the viewers on Andy's stream, on this charity stream? We are streaming from Andy's account, by the way, guys, on that one. If anybody is wondering, on that day. Oh, there you go. All bots have logged off. All bots they've gone. We're not staying on there. All bots have logged off. I got 31. Joey has entered chat. Watch it drop to like 30. I know. There we go. Doesn't have the set. Yeah. I can't say. I mean, that was a special moment when, for me, that was a special moment when Joey came in. Joey's such a nice guy as well. But guys, it's the little things in life what you've got to celebrate, and I've said that before. You know, if you don't celebrate the little things and stop and appreciate the little things in life, what's the point? What is the point? Just try it. Oh God, that's a big one. Oh, no, it's not James's because that's a big one. Oh, that's come out. Yeah, so I know I get excited. I know. Oh, so look at that. That's a nice motherboard, that, isn't it? That's a nice motherboard. Oh, right, let's see. I think there's a connector there. So I need to undo that connector. So I've had to take the motherboard out, and I know you can't really see. It's a terrible view, but it's just too big for my desk. There's a really weird connector. Oh, that's the other thing as well. The reason why there's so many screens for this, they all come in slightly. 7 people. I did see that, Cows, that 7 people left, but I weren't bothered because it said 31 on my screen. I weren't really bothered as long as they were in. Fish Spudger. Oh, where's my Fish Spudger? Yeah. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. My Fish Spudger's gone. Oh no, he's here. Just swimming along on a day trip through. We're just swimming upside down because that's what we do. I've got a Fish Spudger. Look at this. We've got my Fish Spudger. We've got it, Mookie. We've got it. We're going to be using that. If I deem the charity worthy, I will donate a 3DS. Oh, thank you. I think you'll find it's worthy, the one we're doing. I don't want to say which one it is because we've not fully we have discussed it. I think we've settled on one in fairness, but we'll leave that to another point. What's he pointing at, a fish butcher? He scared them off. I think I scared them off by shouting. I met my special command. Your excitement is still amazing. Thanks, Falcon. You've got to just get excited. You've got to get excited. I went to, I think I mentioned, I went to Christmas markets on Sunday to Nottingham, and I'm walking through Christmas markets. You've got all these glum people. It's a Christmas market, for goodness sake. They're glum and miserable. They're walking. Their jaws are on the floor. Their knuckles are dragging because wife's made them buy all these carry bags of stuff what they're not going to eat or use or anyway. And, you know, husband's just thinking, oh, I don't really want to be here. Anyway, everyone's walking out miserable. Miserable. And there's me. Songs are coming on. And I'm going to try and show you. I'm stood up and I'm giving it one of these as I'm dancing, as I'm walking round. And you could see people looking at me. And, wait. You look a bit stupid doing that. I went, but I don't care. They just look at you, don't you? Because, do you know, if you smile, I'm enjoying it. I don't really care what they think. I can't dance. I can't sing. I was singing to Christmas music. It was just good fun. It was good fun. You know, people probably thought I was drunk. I ain't drunk in 10, 12 years. Need to zip. I thought, I need to breathe in a bit more. Yeah. I get excited. I do. I get really excited. I think that's why people come and see me. Young as Quereshi 9179. Hi, just a quick question. I have a dead PC, powering it on through only RGB on the RAM lights and no fan spinning. I even placed the CPU, but still the same. Is it a faulty motherboard? Not necessarily. Not necessarily. Look at that cycle all the way down. Red Bulls, I know. Too many Red Bulls. Don't drink Red Bull either. Right, so let's just help out our new chatter. Thank you very much for joining. A quick question. Right, so if you've got a dead PC, it's powered on, and your RGB lights are flashing. What I would be tempted to do, if you've got any diagnostic lights on the motherboard, usually have a row of 4 lights somewhere near RAM or CPU, are they giving you any indication? If they're not giving you any indication on there because you've not got them and you've not got a speaker connected, it's going to be tricky because you're going to be kind of diagnosing blind. So the first thing I would do is take the BIOS battery out to reset your BIOS and just to see if it'll come on after that. So take your BIOS battery out, unplug it from the mains, hold the power button for about 15 seconds. Let's just reset everything back to there. Personally, I would leave the battery out. Turn the computer on. If it's DDR4, you'll generally get a response and it boot up to a screen in around sort of 30 seconds, I would say, by the time it's done that. If it's DDR5, so if it's a newer platform, that can take considerably longer. I've had them in the post process for a couple of 3 minutes. It can take considerable amounts of time. If it then doesn't post, I would then say, look at the RAM to start with. So take all your RAM out. If you've got more than one piece, take it all out and just give it a quick wipe on the contacts with a dry lint-free cloth, and then just put one piece back in. Obviously, power your computer down, leave it plugged into the mains, but turn it off at the plug, and make sure you're discharging motherboard with the power button before taking the RAM out and putting it back in. Put that back in and give it a post. If it then doesn't post, try it in the slot next to it. So if it's a 4-channel slot, try it in one slot and then try it in the slot next to it because they're obviously on different channels as well. If it posts, brilliant, you've sorted it. If not, you're then starting to look at things like your graphics card. So take your graphics card out and repeat the process. If it's not doing it there, if you have got the diagnostics lights, by the way, and it's holding it on CPU and RAM, take your RAM out completely and try and post it. If it holds at the same 2 lights, it's usually a motherboard or CPU problem. But if anybody else in chat has got anything to add to that, it's a lot easier for me talking than it is people doing that. More than happy. Ooh, crikey. But more than happy to give you some assistance offline as well if you've got Discord and things like that. There's an amazing Discord channel for a lot of the people which are in here. I'm a member only of 2, unfortunately, I think, in here because I don't really use Discord, which is JFix's Discord. Amazing, good community, and also SER's Discord as well. So I would say have a look at some of the people which are sat in chat and just see if they can help. I'm more than happy to help as well on a video call or voice call or whatever you need to do to try and help with some of that as well. But yeah, hope that helps. Hope that helps. And if you like the stuff, just please hit the like and subscribe. Anyway, do you have a CPU with built-in graphics? Try moving the GPU and plug it motherboard in. Yeah, looks like a nice workshop. My workshop looks like a nice workshop. Is that what he's talking about? Oh my gosh, you've clearly not seen that camera there. You've clearly not seen my bloody workshop. It's tiny and messy, so it's functional. Functional is what I would say. I messed that camera up anyway. Functional. 24. Right, so I'm just bear in mind, guys, I've got to get this back together in a couple of weeks' time when screen turns up, or in a week's time when screen turns up. So I'm going to forget how this comes out. Those are not there now. It's saying that all the screws are out for the LCD. This should just be coming out. I just wondering whether it just needs a little bit of persuasion. It's certainly catching at the bottom. It works, yeah, it's functional, it works. I moved into this workshop. I'm gonna move into this one. It's a home office I work from. And got this one converted 3 months ago. Yeah, display's cracked. You can't see from here, but there is an impact mark. I think you can just see the white mark on there. There's an impact mark. It's for a customer. I wouldn't tell you who it's from, but I don't need to tell you who it's for. It's for an organisation, and I do quite a lot for them. There you go. It's come out now. I think it must have been something at the bottom holding it, so it's all come out now. So we've got that panel out. All that to get that panel out. How crazy is that? You get a Lenovo, an HP, or even other Dells, and they just come out so much simpler. Right, so it is an N62, which I feared it would be. I was fearing...
If I'm not back in 5 minutes.
Go away.
Just wait longer.
I know I'm an idiot. You don't need to keep telling me. I'm an idiot. We've still got chat on there. Oh, wrong camera. It gets so confusing when you've got the same. There you go. So we have a part number now, if everyone can see that. I am hoping I can get one of those, because I couldn't get an N62, which is the one I feared it was going to be, because even the end 2 digits on this make a difference, because it's all down to this connector here, which is different on them. So that's the connector. It's obviously a bit of a different connector coming in here, but it's pretty standard for an AIO. But it's that connector there, which is the one which is peculiar. So that's the one I've got to match up. So I'm just going to quickly give that a search on T-Bay and see if I can just see what they are on here, because we all know that this is a magnificent place to get an idea whether we can get anything. And I've already searched for that part number. That's the one I was fearing it was going to be. So lowest price, just see if we can help out a little bit. Oh my gosh, we want to not too sure on that one. Right. That's better. That's better. A little bit better on here. So we can go... Oh, wrong camera. Oh my gosh. Click on right camera. You doofus. Zoop. So I think that is the one we are wanting. So it's an MV238 FHM, MV238, and it's the N62 all-in-one screen, and it's £145. And it'll be here between Wednesday the 10th and 11th of December. So we will add that to my basket, and I will buy that straight away. Oh wait, this is the one where I've got to make sure the plug on the bottom is correct. It's the blue interface 6-pin 1mm pitch, which is that one there. So that is absolutely fine. I'm just going to quickly buy it now, and then that is bought. Send that to me. Come on, come on, come on. Wow, this is taking its time. Bought, done. So that's winging its way to me. All that just to get the screen out. Dell, what are you doing to us? What the hell are you doing to us? Have you seen what I've had to take out? I'm going to count these screws. We have... just before, let's just have... because most of you sat through this for whatever reason, I don't know why. How many screws do you think I've took out? I'm going to just move the camera a bit so you can't cheat. How many screws do you think I've removed? And I'm going to count them. I'll give you a clue. It's more than 10 and less than 100. I don't know either. I'm going to have a guess. I mean, I can see the screws, but I'm going to guess I've probably took out around 50 screws here just to get the panel out. I'm going to count them. Right, I've counted them. 86 for James, 68, Mookie 20. I don't think you were watching it right video, Mookie, if you think I've only took 20 out. 69. No, we want your amount of screws. We know what you're going for, Mookie. Just the right. In fairness, Castles, that's probably what I've took out. I probably took out too many because some of these things probably didn't need to come out. Have we all had a guess? So we've got several guesses. We have taken out a grand total, which I think for a screen, if anyone's worked on these AIOs, it's normally maybe 4 or 5 screws around the edge just to get the front plastic bezel off and you can pop screen out. I've had to take off a couple of those, the camera, the hard drive and the Wi-Fi card, and the motherboard, and shields and RAM, and an IO shield, as well as the heatsink, the fan, and all the plastic cases. I've taken off 57 screws. Now, no doubt when we put it back together, we'll only put 52 back in, because we all know they've got spares. But 57 screws. 57 screws. Don't know. You answer the question why it was designed like this, because I really, really don't know why they designed it like this. 57 screws. Unbelievable. Absolutely unbelievable. But anyway, so that screen is ordered. It'll be here next week. So tune in next week for the conclusion of this. And we all know it's not taking the screen out, which is hard. It's putting it back in without brick. I did an OLED laptop screen yesterday. Yesterday, I think it was. And for anybody who's not fitted an OLED screen in a laptop, they're all a little bit different, but they all kind of vary. They're so breakable, so breakable. And they come with a, well, they don't come with it. You've got to take off the subframe, which is fitted to the panel itself, because the panel itself is just like, it's so, oh, I'm gonna break, you've looked at me wrong. They're just, honestly, you've got to strip it all down. It's glued in as well, so you take the old one out, but that's broke. But just so flimsy and flexible. You just, I don't know, I were twitching all the way doing it. Yeah, better than gluing it in. It's not bad getting the old one out, because you can destroy it to some degree, because they don't actually come to pieces at screens. They're just really flimsy, so you just don't want to be rough handling the new one. The fish came to the rescue, in fairness, that day. I did manage to get the fish down with some IPA to get the glue off. But the plastic subframe, you've got to take the panel out of the plastic subframe, and then you fit it up. Once you've refitted it in there, that then goes all into the screen shell as such. But yeah, I don't like working on OLED. don't like working out at all. So, gentlemen, just give me 1 minute because I'm going to have to put all this back through to the other room because I can't leave this in here because I just ain't got room in the office because it's all sat down here, as you can see. So there is certain pieces that I'm just going to move and I'll put through there. But this is all the stuff. This is obviously the shell that I've had to take to pieces, the stand and the USB adapter. We don't want to lose that. So we'll put that in the box there. And I'm just going to take this and put this through here out of the way. And then we'll start on the... put that there. So it's... I need to put Christmas tree up at weekend and this is going to be in the way. I work from my home office. So when I'm busy, well, I'm busy all the time. But when I've got big stuff like this, the only option I've got is to store it in the living room. I do try and keep it as empty as I possibly can. Last thing you want is your work encroaching on your living area. So we'll put that there. I think you need to put central heat on it. It's a bit chilly. It's about 6 degrees outside. When I went out this morning, it were about 10 degrees. It's certainly cooled down. I think that's about right. I'm going to keep the panel just so I've got it for reference until the new one turns up. So I can... Oh, God, I've done that, and I shouldn't have put that like that. Put that there. This is just boring stuff I'm doing now, gents. That's the motherboard. And that's the pile of stuff. Can't believe one computer needs stripping down. It has totally utterly got me out. Right, gents, we are now going to look at that button there. I have turned up today. I've got 3 other screens turning up for... now I'm going to do that one next, actually. I've got a Mac screen turning up. I've got 2 laptop screens turning up. And, yeah, 2 laptop screens and a Mac screen turning up today, but they're not here yet. So I can't fit those. But I have got this, which came in yesterday. And I don't mind doing these. And I know... I did one of these on stream the other day. Bit different, this one. Oh, is that? No, it's plastic. And I'm gonna do the hinge repair again on stream because I quite enjoy the repair. Not my favourite repair, but I do enjoy doing the repair. And I think it's one of those that we might all do this slightly different as well, which I said on stream the other day. But sometimes it's just what's walking through the door. Oh gosh, I'm going to put heating on because it's absolutely freezing. So I'm going to put the heating on, gentlemen. I don't know how cold it is with you, but my fingers in here, it's just a converted, it's a garage, integral garage what I'm in. So heating's on, so it should warm up. Oh, let's have a look. 19F. Wow, where are you? That's, oh, sorry, that's -7. So you're in Fahrenheit. Wow, -7. Yeah, even penguins would be cuddling up for body heating, that, won't they? -7. God, my freezer's not that cold. Yeah, it's a bit chilly. A bit chilly at that. Whew, I won't want to be a postman at -7. That's definitely about bad. So, gentlemen, we can see what the issue with this is. I'll try and show you, but I think we can all guess that it's the this is the hinge, which should be holding this up. So I know I think Falcon was saying last week he's an advocate of the loosen the hinge and the glue method, and nothing wrong with that. I've done that in the past. You're in Long Island, New York. That's just made me laugh, that, because I'll tell you the story. I come out with loads of stories. I do tell a few. The Christmas markets we went to at the weekend, we drove up to Nottingham, which is, if you know the UK, it's about middle of country. quite a large city. Anyway, we went to John Lewis, which is a big department store in the UK, a bit like Selfridges or Bloomingdale's or whatever. And looking at the perfume, looking at the Joe Malone perfume. Oh my God, how expensive is that? £195 for a bottle of perfume. That is £195, about $250. Lunacy. Anyway, we're looking at this. And this girl, who must have been all a 19, shop assistant, lovely. Are you looking for yourself or for somebody else? I went, well, we're looking to buy them for myself, sort of thing. Okay, have you used this before? Went through all the spiel. Yeah, no. I usually buy X, Y, and Z. Okay, not a problem. So, whereabouts are you from? Well, you can hear my accent. I'm clearly got a northern accent, northern UK accent, because it's not particularly clear. I'm not well educated, and I like whippets. So, I got my flat cap in there. I was actually dressed. With my flat cap on. So I'm sat with my flat cap on. I just need to roll up newspaper. Look at Andy cap. Anyway, I'm sat there. I'm stood there with flat cap on because it was raining, it was cold. Anyway, this really nice John Lewis is probably more higher end. Whereabouts are you from? Northern accent, Northern England, blah, 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 blah. So I went, I'm from New York. And she went, oh yeah, I've not met anybody from New York before, which is Long Island story. That's what's made me laugh. What's it like? Have you come over for holiday? Well, there was another girl stood there who clearly knew I was winding her up. And I just couldn't keep a straight face. She honestly thought I was from New York. So I would love to know, Castles, what's the copy fragrance called? I use Brut, and Insignia. I would love to know, Castles, if everybody in New York talks like I do. Because I must have such a strong New York accent. It must feel like you're talking with your boys on the hood. Is that what they say in New York? I don't know. Boys on the block. Is that what it is? You must be talking to locals, talking to me or listening to me. I just probably fit in right down there. Just sound like one of the guys on the side. I must say I have been to New York and I told an amazing story. I told an amazing story on one of my live streams last Friday. I did a Friday evening thing. Have a look on the VOD and skip through. It's about halfway through, I can't remember. It involves me going to New York and meeting REM and ending up in Elton John and George Michael's limo. True story, and it's on there. And that's when I went to New York. What an amazing city. I very rarely ever go back to places twice. I'm fortunate, I've been to a lot of places. I very rarely go to places twice, and I've not been to New York again. But New York is one of the places that I would definitely want to revisit. What an amazing place. I don't think I'll meet REM again, and I certainly don't think I'll end up in George Michael and Elton John's limo. But what an awesome place. It is phenomenal. You probably don't see it or realise it yourself when you see it every day. But yeah, wow. Because obviously Long Island's New York State rather than New York City. But yeah, what a brilliant place. One of my very, very good friends, she's from, is it Pennsylvania? Is that New York State as well? So yeah. So guys, we are going to do the hinge on this anyway. And we're going to do it my way, just like Frank Sinatra does. My way. So we're going to start by just removing the battery, and then we'll do the hinge repair on this. But yeah, have a look at last Friday's. I think I did 2 streams or maybe 3 that day. I can't remember. But it's the evening stream, and I do run through the story. It takes about 10-15 minutes to run through the story, I think, because I do like to. I get carried away and sidetracked, as you may gather. But it's worth a watch. I think the ones in chat as well were in chat that night as well were quite entertained with it as well. It's a good little anecdote that I've got. But yeah, all true, all happened, and just one of the few memories that you've got, which I enjoy reliving. But yeah, just enjoy the little things in life. That's no screwing there. That's why I can't unscrew that. big believer in enjoy the little things, stop and smell the coffee, and that was certainly a day to remember, or a trip to remember. I was only there about 4 or 5 days. Okay, we'll see if we can get this off. Brute. Ooh. Well, it comes on. We don't want it on. We want to try and turn it off. Yeah, Brute. Tommy Cooper. Let me get my little fish. And my little fish, I can't show you this because it's got his information on, so I want to shut it down. I don't know why it turned on, so I'm just going to do that and shut it down. Yeah, Brute, Tommy Cooper, Kevin Keegan, back in the day. Used to make you smell nice, clear your drains, and also kill flies. It was brilliant stuff. Makes us sick. I'm not surprised, in fairness. I bought some about 15 years ago because I thought, I'm going to just buy it and try it, because you can buy it from cheap shops now, can't you? Pound shops or whatever. And I think I bought it from B&M or somewhere like that. Which again, if anybody watching from overseas, it's just like a 99-cent store or whatever you have. Wherever you might be in America or in Europe, €1 store. Anyway, I bought some from there. All I will say, it's got a distinct, Henry Cooper did it, yeah, a distinct smell to it. A distinct smell. Very, very strong. It was one of those, you put it on after you got shaved and it burnt you. But even if you didn't have shaved and put it on, it would still burn you. It was one of those. It was one of those. It was so strong. And I remember when I was younger, or young, probably at school, Brute had gone out of fashion, so they brought one out called Insignia.
PCDD, you little shit.
I am a little juice. You got it right. Old Spice. Oh yeah. I'm reminiscing now, aren't I, Juice? Sorry. All right, I'm reminiscing again. Old Spice. Can you remember Old Spice advert, which used to be horses, and Charge of the Valkyrie used to be the theme tune for it. And my dad always wore it. Bless him. He always wore Old Spice as a scent. So whenever I smell it, and we're on about music. On Friday stream last week, Taking You Back. But I think scents do as well, and it always reminds me of my late father with the smell. So it's yeah, that's one which takes me back as well. Take me back. But I tend to wear now. I'm a bit choosy about what I wear. A bit. I'm not into expensive aftershave. I quite like the Mont Blanc range of aftershave. Sing it. Come on, sing it. Which one am I singing? Juice. You're trying to write a proper application letter. Ooh, interesting. Just get AI to it. They get AI to everything nowadays, don't they? I can't remember the... Hecto Trader, welcome all the way to France. Good evening, good afternoon. No, it'll be afternoon for you, won't it? In France. Good afternoon, Hecto Trader. Hecto Reader. I always get that wrong. This case is proving a little bit problematic. Have they got some hidden screws down there, do we think? I'm gonna... Deodorants and aftershaves, the all-in-one smell, yeah. I mean, Lynx has took over from that now, aren't they? Or, I don't know what they call it abroad. They don't call it Lynx, do they? Can't remember what they call it. Is it Edge or something like that they call it? What do they call Lynx abroad? I don't call it Lynx, do they? Oh, wait there. Copyright, as Andy would say. We've got a call coming in. One tickle. There you go. Just turn that back off. I'm an idiot. You're an idiot. You're an idiot. Where's me idiot? Me idiot's right up there. Keys.
I'm an idiot. You're an idiot.
Yeah, definitely an idiot. Sorry, gents. Got somebody wanting to appoint for tomorrow morning. It is stuck in my head. Axe, that's what it's called. Axe body spray. That's exactly what it's called. Okay, you hit the nail on the head. Andy's lurking. He's looking. He keeps his body looking. Andy Swindon. Oh, dog's lady, she must be cold as well. This is proving a little bit. They usually just pop off these. I don't like working on these big chunky things on my small desk. Now, there's no screwing there. Is this one where you've got to take a screw out of the keyboard? No, it's not. Keyboard side. So this is going to be a little bit of persuasion into it, just to using the fish, Mr. Fish, to ouch. It always sounds a bit barbaric whenever you take plastics off laptops, because as we all know, they're clipped in, and I don't like doing it when customers are here. And I don't like taking the computer to pieces either. Onto the Steam, I just finished the water thingy. Woo! Upload and I roughly use the term song clipped and is general. Uploaded I roughly use the term song clipped and is general. You've uploaded an what I do. Have I been? I have noticed when I watch my own streams back, I do an awful lot. And I said to somebody the other day, "Do I too much?" And do you know what she said? I don't think so. Which I think was just a bit of sarcasm, really. But partial to a bit of sarcasm. It's British humour, that, isn't it? It's sarcasm. So, gent, we are going to take off the Wi-Fi card, because we like a bit of Wi-Fi, and we just need to remember the Wi-Fi card goes underneath the shiny blue thing. And we need to take off the... Oh, got a bit of dust. Battery's disconnected, which is always good. And we've taken off the display, which goes underneath. So Wi-Fi card goes underneath, display goes underneath. And I think now... Oh, no, why? Oh, God. Do you want me to show you why I've just cried? Can anyone spot why we thought the Dell were going to be awkward? Bearing in mind, we need to take the hinges off. It's a scary sound, like it's going to break. Just why everyone has a look at that and sympathise with me. Oh, wait, I need to... Right, so I've got somebody coming to pick up, so... I have my new SSD, but the cooler doesn't seem to fit, and I won't risk squeezing anything in. You get some cryptic messages when you work for yourself in IT. I'm not too sure if anybody knows that. Yeah, you got it, Falcon. On both sides as well. On both sides. Crazy. All right, just let me have a look at this Discord thing. It's in Andy's General, and... oh, I've got some nice pastries on there and pasties. So let me have a look what Hot Cows has put in. Sing it, let me know. All right.
Deodorants and aftershaves, the one all over snow. And now there's new insignia, and it's all over now.
Hot Cows. Well done. I do not know the song. I don't watch TV, so I don't know that one. But let's just give Hot Cows a little bit more recognition.
Deodorants and aftershaves, the one all over.
Oh.
Snow. And now there's new insignia, and it's all over now.
He's knocking them out at park. I think you've missed your calling. I do not know the song at all, though. Do not know the song at all. Sorry, I've just got a message off MK about his hidden talent. And believe me, if you'd have seen him in Speedos, you would know that that's not hidden. Oh, dear me, dear me. Oh, wait there. I've got a... Right, sorry, somebody else ringing. Right, by the way, oh God, I put myself through that. I don't know it. Don't know it. I don't watch TV, so I tend to watch Netflix, YouTube, and stuff like that. But yeah, rarely I do terrestrial TV for adverts. Oh, is that what it is? Frackham Hall. I might give that. Is it a child friendly one, or is it quite languagey? Because I could do with a film to watch with my daughter. So what I'm not going to do with this, I don't really want to take that entire cooler off to get to. I will zoom back out now. I don't really want to take the entire cooler off to get to the silly, stupid screws. There's 2 screws under here. Falcon got it absolutely spot on. So to get the hinges off, I've got to take the entire cooler assembly off, and I don't really want to do that. So we're going to, not YOLO it, but we're going to improvise, because we're all for a bit of improvisation, aren't we? All right, okay. We might give that a miss then. I mean, she probably hears worse in the playground. You know what it is like at school. I'm sure we all went through that at school. Can I get that balanced up there so at least you can have a shot at this, and we're not got a crutch shot. Let's see if I can pop this out. Okay, so let's see if I can peel this away. I will try and tell you what I'm doing, because I know some people may not have done this. So I'm just taking the front bezel off. This one just clips on and off, so we're okay with that. I can feel that heating coming in. Woohoo! And we will try and take off the remaining screw, but this might be a little bit tricky because it's held on at the back with the plastic thing which has broke. It's some tools, and the greatest tool of all is myself. See if we can hold that steady whilst we... Oh wait, we have somebody at the door, gentlemen, as we can hear. I'm just going to put you on pause 2 minutes, gents, because I need to just get the door. It'll be a customer collecting, so be as quick as I can. Yeah, got a little tiny one. We are back. We are back. Sorry, that was just a collection. That was a gent who brought his computer in because it's failed to boot, but it was powering the fans, and what it was, the PSU under load. And thank you for calling me, although small. I did like that one, Chris. Thank you. 8-bit. Oh, good afternoon, 8-bit. By the way, good afternoon. Yes, so 15 times all that one. I'll definitely give that a miss then. I definitely had a small one, and he did look at me on that one. So he came in with a desktop PC not working, and it was really strange when I put the power supply on the power supply tester. It's only one of the affordable ones. It was showing as working. The power supply, because it was obviously showing 12 and everything else, but under load it was failing. So did all that for him and got that sorted, put new power supply. Whoever had built the computer, oh my gosh, their cable tied the cable so tight that they were structural. The cable tied them in such a way they were literally structural. You could have removed case and PC would have stood up with cables out. The cable tied it, so I ended up having to physically cut the wiring cable out. Yeah, it was a bit of a nightmare. Power supply, I presume, Chill, you are referring to that one. Mine is still showing in transit, with an estimated delivery of this week between 8th and 13th. I think 13th is a Saturday. Oh, we don't want that. Definitely don't want to lose that in there. Yeah, that's the estimated delivery date on mine. I'll let you know. I'll drop you a message as and when it turns up. That's a nice power supply. If anyone's wondering, guys, I saw in the Black Friday sale, it's a 60 volt 30 amp power supply. 60 volt 30 amp power supply for bench supply. So it's a nice supply, that. But yeah, it's just not arrived yet by RD Electronics. If anyone wants to check it out, it's the RD Electronics Max version, pre-assembled and whatnot. So better than one I've currently got. So what I'm going to do on here, guys, you will see I did one last week, and I've got a VOD for this as well, where I actually need to drill the case, and the one I did last Friday morning, I think I had to drill the case as well. This one's plastic, so I cheat a little bit with plastic. Then I just make the marks, and then I drill through with my little hand drill. So I just heat this up. It's an old. It's Carthor in chat. Hello, Carthor. I just melt a little hole, and then I just finish them off with the hand drill, just to make it look pretty. So all I simply do is find the centre of there. It's aluminium. It's an aluminium cover. So I'm going to have to drill this. So guys, what I'm going to have to do is just pop to the storage room and just grab my DeWalt drill. So just give me 2 ticks. I will just grab the talk to dog. Dog will keep you company. I should be able to talk most of this way. Oh, wonderful. There it is. Couldn't find the drill. We all like a bit of power tool action. It must be an aluminium or steel backed case. So we're going to use the old power drill for this one to get these through. So again, I know some of you guys favour the other method where you glue and whatnot, and I've done that one myself. I just find this one lasts so much longer. It's not as pretty, nowhere near as pretty. I always explain to the customer the aesthetics of this one compared to the other. So I'm just going to put that under there just so I can drill through. So all I will drill now is the holes that I've kind of marked out with the, what should we call it? 1, 2, this 4. That must play havoc if you've got headphones. I do apologise. Last one. Right, that's them drilled out. Take the won't win a beauty contest. No, it'll be functional. It's function over beauty. There is a saying for that. I can't remember what it is. I've never had one come back when I've done this, and I've done this method for 15 years, probably. Slight variations on it, but yeah, about 15 years in total. So again, I'll try and cover the mic, guys. I'm just going to put the Hoover on. Form over function, that's it. Just to get rid of any of the little spurs and things like that. So yeah, not pretty at all, but it works really well. They've actually the reason why I find this works better, and I'll zoom down and show you why I think this works better than not just in a different way. Why I think this adds some benefits, and I'll see if I can zoom down and show you. Is that obviously I'm going to be using the back cover frame as support because I've now drilled. I'm going to screw through it, and where it comes into its own. I don't know if you can see here the actual metal support which runs up here, which is part of the hinge normally, has snapped as well. So what I found is when you just glue here, that takes an awful lot of strain off here because we know how stiff stuff is, and I know you relax the hinge a great deal. On this you can still leave the hinge at the same tension and do that, and it also, I find it helps a lot when this is broke as well here, doing my method. But again, it's just a different method. That's all it's down to. That's all it's down to. Yeah, thank God. Yeah, sorry about the manga on your living room. Hope it's not surround sound, like I was drilling behind you. Yeah, dentist in it, chill. That's what it reminds you of. Is the dentist. But the good news is we have some. Oh, there you go. Piece of plastic. Some post-it notes, sticky notes have sacrificed themselves for the greater good on that. So the only thing I would now do is, because the plastic has got to go back over the top, I'd offer that back up and align that, and this is where the soldering iron comes back into some good use, my old battery one, because we need to get this aligned there, because the hinges have got to go all the way through and the screws need to come through here. So I'll offer that down and get that back in there. We will just put this on the start position so we can zoom out and see what I'm doing. I would stand the computer up best I can and just being careful not to damage that, and reheat my soldering iron with some fire. It reminds me of that REM song, Losing My Religion. No, yeah, Losing My Religion. Is it Losing My Religion? No, Everybody Hurts. If anybody knows the song REM, Everybody Hurts, have a listen to it, knowing that there is 3 verses in it. Each verse is identical words. So they wrote one verse and just plays the verse 3 times, and the chorus is one word, which is fire. I'm sure it's Everybody Hurts. So have a listen to that and you will go, I never knew that. And if you did know it, you're just clever like me. Yeah. Fly It is that one, isn't it? So we've got this nice and warm. I'm just going to offer this through here just to hopefully make a... Hole's not big enough on back. I just want to make a mark on inside of the plastic there. That's all I'm intend on doing with this, just so I've got a mark to drill through and push it through myself. That's the only intent on that. Yeah, it is Everybody Hurts. And then we can just elaborate on that a little bit. Just to, ooh, that one's a bit tight. Tighter than Aunt Dorothy, that. That's that. Mark to them. And we can take this back off, take it back out, and redo those actual holes properly. See if we can move this without breaking. Balance that on there. And now what I should have, if I've done this correctly, I should have no marks on there at all. As you can see, I've clearly not gone through far enough, and I need to do that yet again. Or it might help if I looked at the right hinge. No, they're still not on there anyway. Why has that not gone through? Could have sworn I pushed hard enough. First, you do not succeed. Oh, take it somewhere else who knows what they're doing. Click that back down there. This is why I love live streaming, because it shows us warts and all. Because some creators, when they do VODs, you only ever see what they want you to see, which is, oh, look how good I am, and I've repaired this and done this. I'm not bothered. It's challenge we face on a daily basis. Ouch! That was a trick knife, that. It went into blade instead of going into me. That'll look better. Oh, no, I've cut myself. I'm blooding. I need some there plasters. That really hurts, that. Stabbed myself with a drill. I wonder why that didn't go through. I wonder if I'm... definitely pushing it home. Just pop that off and see if it's gone through this time. Well, that's better. Got the hole. Just that plastic must be incredibly hard. Normally, a couple of twists of the drill bit, unless I've started blunting the drill bit with, because it is a metal drill bit. It's just that just needs to balance on there without falling, and it has done. Oh dear me. This reminds me, still need to watch Frankenstein on Netflix. Yeah. Oh, Netflix are buying Warners, aren't they? That's a good thing. Watching Frankenstein afterwards. Yeah. Netflix are buying Warners. It was 89 billion they're paying for it. 89 billion, and they're borrowing 59. I was going to say I can only claim Tanita Tikaram and Elizabeth Hurley, same school, 2 years up from me. Oh wow! But I googled, and there are 28 various singers, actors from my hometown. 28! Wow! Wow! That's a fair few people. So we're going to use fire again. Oh, somebody's gone live. Somebody's gone live. There we go. It's either that or they're just sick of my singing. I'm streaming until about 2:30, guys, just to give you a heads up of my movements. I've got school run to do, so I'll be streaming for around 2:30, something like that, give or take, and we're releasing you back into the wild to fend for yourselves. So I'm gonna just try and find these holes that I have kindly marked with my drill bit. Wow, still can't see it. I nearly took my thumb off. There's another one there. Where the blinking heck is that last one? It is over there. Oh, it's... Wow. Is that it there? Can't see that at all. Cannot see it. Let's put microscope on.
Shut your mouth!
Shut your mouth! I'd love to say that's on purpose, but I ain't got a clue what I'm doing. I cannot see where... It's the same height as this one, but it's somewhere over here. Is that it there? Oh. Oh no, I think that's that one. Then that one, yeah. I've got one down here, so that's it there. Wow, good job I checked that. I'd have been drilling into the wrong place. Let me just, you know what they say? Heat it up twice and only stick it in once. There you go. It's just to mark it, and I'll drill through now. Let's go back to the. Sorry about the. I'm an idiot. I'm an idiot. I'm an idiot. No, I didn't play it that time. Clearly, I don't think I'm an idiot that time. You're fired. I do feel like that every day. I fix castles. That somebody's going to turn around and go, "No, I don't want this anymore." Just get your coat. I remember working for a company, and I'd had a couple of days off that week, and my boss rang me on the Thursday night, and he said, "If you don't bother coming in tomorrow, don't come in Monday." Well, I thought I'd got a long weekend, so I had Friday and Monday off, not realising he'd sacked me. I mean, easy mistake to make, innit? Don't come in tomorrow, don't bother coming in Monday. I'm like, oh, thanks. Well, apparently not. Apparently not. But they were younger days when we didn't know any better. We've all done things like that, haven't we? We'll just smooth these off with my trusty screwdriver, which is a good screwdriver for all sorts of things. It takes burrs off, it does all sorts, this. That's burrs, not bears. So we should now have a beautiful, ouch, there were a metal filing there, beautiful lined up holes. If it's not lined up, it's all Carthor's fault if it's not lined up. He ain't come in chat. Come on, Carthor. So, Dog's back to see what I'm doing. She says, "Have you finished yet, Dad?" I'm going, "No, I ain't finished yet. Go away." She says, "This computer smells." She went, "Dad, what are you doing? I'll just check this one out." "Have you come with lab report?" She's a Labrador, by the way. "Come with lab report." Hey, no, you've been out. You've been for a walk. You're going to park. Yeah? You're just winding me up. Just winding me up. She says, "Why are you talking to me? I can't understand human language." Can't understand human language. So we're going to have a go. Let me just, she's sniffing my arm now. What have I got on my arm? She says, "There's some treats on there. Can I have one of them?" No, they are human treats. "But Dad, I really like you. I really, really like you. You might really like me." Oh, she's laid down there now. She's persistent. Oh, you're fired. So we are getting to the important part now, which is trying to get this put back together and seeing if it works. So we'll offer that up. Offer that up. Oh, do you know what? I've got them all in. I've got them all in. Push that round, let that self clip. Beautiful. I love these, which have got these clippable ones. And oh, there we go. So the only thing I need to do is tidy the aluminum burrs up, and I use a flat-headed blade for that, which just helps me take those off because it's only thin aluminum. Oopsie daisy, down the daffodil. There we go. So that's them done. We get the magic screw box out. We'll need 4 screws. 1 little ducky, 2 little duckies, and 3. 1, 2. Oh, come on, 3. I remember doing this on Sesame Street. Ho ho ho! I'm the goat. There we go. We've got 4 of those. Oh, dog, you really smell. How can you sit there, wag your tail, you're just wafting it all over? My gosh. Don't feed your dog food, it stinks. So we'll offer the first one up, which will go through that magic hole just there. If I can move the camera so you can see what I'm doing. There's no point playing out with me unless you can see what I'm doing. Breathe in, breathe in, breathe in. Oh, get me belly out of shot. There we go. Let's have a crutch shot. We need zooming in on that, don't we? There we go. So we're looking down here. Not up here. Down here where we're looking. give doggy kisses for me. She's got really bad breath, and in fairness, I probably wouldn't date her. She's an amazing dog, Castle. She's an amazing dog. She's got her own little sound effect as well, which is exclamation Maddie. I do have plenty of sound clips. If you put exclamation CMD in capital letters, Charlie Mike Delta in capital letters, exclamation CMD, you'll see a list of the ones I've got. I can't say all of them will work because I'm having big problems with OBS, but Maddie's got her own on there. She's a little internet sensation in her own right, but she's good as gold. She's an amazing dog. I might swap her for a hamster. Somebody did offer me a hamster for one. On the head, we will do. I'll tell you what. Let me get these in here, and we'll bring her up, and we'll say hello, and we'll get her to say. She says hello as well. If I ask her to say hello, she will speak and say hello, and do that as well. So I trained her myself. I've trained a few now, and she's only 3. She's not very old, but she's just an amazing dog. And I think anybody who's had a dog realizes that if you've got a relationship with your dog, it's because you've put the time and effort in, because that's the only way you get a relationship to do what we do. That's not going to go in there, so let me just see if this one will go in. Yeah, that's a bit big as well. So where's my normal one? Is that the normal one I use? Yeah, it's the normal one I use. Swap that over. Right, so all I've done, I've put, can you see these screws there? And they stick out the back here. So I've just put a nut. These are just plastic screws on here. I like to put a little bit crazy, I think you call it crazy glue in America, don't you? Or super glue, or whatever it's called in your locale, just to work a bit like a thread lock, to stop it coming undone. So all I do, I squeeze a bit on a little post-it, which is just off camera, but I will zoom out a little. I'll go back to the start lineup, and I use a plastic spudger. I have plenty. Yes, absolutely correct. They are extremely smart when they spend time together. Yeah, I think I've had 3 now, dogs, and I've trained them all myself. She's not as trained as the first one I had, in the respect that the first one would answer, grab the phone if the phone rang when we all had normal telephones, bring the post to me when the postman came, open and shut doors. I could send her for things and she would bring them back to me. She would, obviously, the standard stuff like sit, lay down, bark, paw, all the playful stuff, walking off lead, fetching balls. I could send her for specific toys and things like that. The second one I got, which was at the same time, just wasn't receptive to training at all. So she was more basic in the fact that she would, another amazing dog, but she didn't do half as much. She was just more interested in food rather than hotels. So she wouldn't really play with a ball, that one. Where Maddie, who I've got now, she absolutely lives for the ball. But I've engineered it that way, because if I've got the ball, she pays attention to me. She pays attention without, so, but it's just that little bit of focusing point on her. So she walks without a lead. She doesn't get distracted with other animals or the dogs or anything like that. She's got amazing recall. I can remotely stop her as well if she's running, and I tell her to stop and sit. She will do, even if she's like, 20 meters away from me, for example, 60 foot away. She will. She lays on the front here where I live, outside the front. She won't leave the drive area. She'll go see neighbours. If I'm on the front, she'll. I need to change hands. That's stiff. I can't get the picture right. I'm sorry, gents. She'll pop it next door neighbours to see. I'm gonna have to cut that one out, I think, because the super glue's dry. No, it's good. She'll pop to eat neighbours for a bacon sandwich or a stroke, and all neighbours knows her, and everyone who comes to the house, all my customers, I work from home. Ouch. She thinks everyone's come to see her, So, and I'm sure on quite a few occasions they probably have come see her. I have customers now bringing treats and toys for her as well. They'll bring me the computer because most of my business is repeat or whatever. I do about somewhere between 500 and 700 a year, depending on the year. A lot of them know her and whatnot. But yeah, she'll stay on the front, sit on the front. She don't wander off, and she's done that really from being a pup. And I think that's a testament to how much she wants to be at home. It's how she's integrated with us, but it's how I've integrated her. Because dogs are obedient animals, and they'll do anything you want them to do as long as they understand what you want them to do. So these people are saying my dog's out of control. It isn't. It's just because they haven't got a clue what's expected of them. That's the reality. And dogs haven't got the brain capacity to lead. They ain't got the brain capacity to be the alpha. So you've got to make sure you're the alpha and give them clear direction on what their expectation in the pack is. Because if they've got no idea of what they should be doing or what they shouldn't be doing, you can't train your dog. So it's all about your dog understanding you and you learning how to communicate with your dog rather than you expecting your dog to understand when you say sit or get off the sofa or don't eat that or come here or walk with me or don't run over there. They ain't got a clue unless you educate them to that. You want to expect somebody else to drive a car without some lessons, and dogs are the same. My last dog Tilly was like that. She was once in a lifetime heart dog. Yeah. I came out of hospital having a second escape leukemia, and a few months later she died from leukemia. Oh my gosh, I was so sorry about that. About both instances. But not that you've cured, not that. I'm happy that. But yeah, losing your pet. Yeah, I know we've probably all heard stories, all got stories about people's animals or dogs just doing this or just doing that. There's that famous one where the dog waited at the train station for the owner to come home, but the owner had died, and the dog wouldn't leave the train station because he thought his owner were coming home, and he just kept returning to the train station every day. And my dog, I won't say does something similar, but she can tell time. The way dogs tell time or see how long time passes is through scent deteriorating. So they quickly learn that when your scent level or a person's scent level gets to a certain level, that's when they normally return home or whatever. So it's routine. All dogs like it's routine. But yeah, they are brilliant. So ladies and gents and anybody else who's there, we have this hinge now done. Again, it's not pretty. I need to just feed the Wi-Fi cable under there a little bit, so I'll do that in a second. So we have got on show there some bolts, which aren't as bad as they look, and we have on the front some screws. Customer is fully aware of this. Again, it's not the pretty repair, but it's as stiff as you're going to make it, and probably stronger than the original. Certainly stronger than the original. Yeah, Tokyo Station. Yeah. It's there. My dog turned up every day and laid on the blanket, didn't it, waiting for the owner to return. They do have an affinity to do that. I just need to get this little Wi-Fi cable, which has decided to pop into the wrong place, just to pop down where it goes. There we go, it's down now. So let's close that. So again, you can do it a couple of different ways. I favour better than factory. I favour this way. I like this way. It works for me. It's a little bit slower, a little bit more time consuming. But I've never had a big issue with it. Some are quicker than others. Depending. This one I've had to drill with a drill. Some you can get away with just the little hand drill rather than having to use power tools certainly on plastic cases. But there's no way at all that they are breaking. The nice thing about this technique I have found, I can use it also if it breaks on the, on the bass section, the keyboard section as well, because they can be a bit more problematic. You just need to sometimes build them up with a couple of spacers. But yeah, it's more function over form or form over function or whatever on this. So the next challenge is trying to get the Wi-Fi adapters on. If we can hear this in the background. She has decided to... Where's your ball? and she's managed to rip the intestines out of the back. Anybody saw anything? But it's her favourite toy at the moment. Come and say hello. Come up. Right, up. No, up. Yeah, this way. Right, speak, Maddie. Speak. 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 Who let the dogs out? Woof, woof. Who's it? Speak. Yes. 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 Right, get down, you smell. Go. Take it to your bed. Yeah. Go. Yeah. Sit. Lay down. Roll over. Roll over. Can't roll over in here, can you? Because it's not big. Roll over. Roll over. There we go. Oh, have you got a belly rub? You've got a belly rub. Let me just grab her a treat, gents. Stay. We will give her... Can't give her any of that. We'll grab her a treat. So guys, one of the things that I teach her is self-restraint. Sit. So these are, find me camera which you're looking at. These are just plain breadsticks, no sugar or anything in. Hold it. So one of the things I teach her is restraint. And what the restraint teaches her is that she can do whatever she wants, but she can't do it until... Hold it. Until I tell her that she can do it. So, I know it looks a bit cruel, but all it's doing is teaching a restraint to say, he's kind of telling me, and I'll sit here with it in my mouth until. So she won't touch that until I tell her she can have it. If I tell her to leave it, she will leave it. Which means if you're out walking on a road, and she sees, hold it. She loves these, by the way. If she sees another dog or she won't cross the road, all I need to do is give her the command to come to me, and she will. She'll listen to me. So all this is doing is enforcing the fact that she's listening to me as the owner, as the alpha. Now take it to your bed. Take it to your bed. So yeah. So that's all it is. But she's such a happy dog. She's not anything other than a happy dog. So she's good. But yeah, that's one of the for me that's one of the crucial things is just getting the dog to do what you want her to do and getting her to listen to you, recognizing that you're in charge. I mean, the other thing is as well, unfortunately, there's been some reports locally that on some of the fields where we take dogs, that some, I can't explain what moronicy is with them, if that is even a word, but absolute barbaric Neanderthalic idiots are putting poison down to poison dogs on playing fields for whatever reason. And there's been a few cases of dogs eating. Fortunately, because the way I've got her trained, she won't eat when she's outside like that. But obviously not all dogs are equal. So as they're scavenging around, but yeah, it's just getting her to understand. And the reward for her is the attention she gets off me, not really the breadstick, but she is focused on that. It's the reward of the attention, knowing that she's done something for the alpha, because that's what dogs want. That's what it is with dogs. It's that praise. It's that everything else which comes with it. So it's just understanding that such basic stuff. So, gents, we have now got to put the back on, and I'm probably working on time here to get this back together. So yeah, she makes an appearance on quite a lot of the streams as well. Putting down poison, I know. Oh, it's crazy. They started scattering different poisons with dog food on some of the playing fields. It's been found, and people has posted it on Facebook groups and things like that. Been reported to police. Police put a thing out saying it as well. But it just makes you wonder why. One of the playing fields, they broke a load of glass bottles around where the dogs go, people were saying, please go careful, because my dog's cut its paws and things like that. I've got some, I don't use them when I take her out for a walk, but if we go out cycling, she's quite a high mileage dog, we've got some special shoes. I put some special shoes on her, which I get from America actually. They use them for firefighting dogs, and they use them for cold temperature work for rescue dogs and whatnot. And they're kind of insulated with foam packaging and padding and everything. Because she wore her feet out when we used to go running and cycling. She wore her pads out and started bleeding. So I do that when we go cycling through woods and whatnot to do that. Right, guys, that is nice and sturdy. And again, it's noticeable. I'll guarantee other one will go. So at least it'll be a matching pair at that point. So to me, that is okay. And the customer was very happy with me doing it that way as well, which always is the important thing. I do give customers a choice. I've got several photos on my phone, or many photos on my phone, of different models and everything else with this done. Yeah, I think cats are a bit more love it or hate it. I'm not a cat fan. I wouldn't want to do anything to hurt a cat, I will say. I'm just not a cat person. I'm firmly in the dog camp with animals. Yeah, I have a bit of a view on that, but yeah, the people putting it down. I think for any animal, I'm not an ecologist or whatever you want to call it, but certainly domesticated animals like dogs, if you're putting it down on known areas, you're doing it for one reason, which is to hurt the dog. Certainly the broken glass on the dog playing field as well, because it is a dog area where it was, and because it's complete grass, it's not like you could smash the bottles and whatnot and on the floor. They were smashed and put there, so there was definite intent. But we're not all created equally, and some people are lacking in social grace, let's say. I'm sure they would feel a lot different if we went and scattered it in their living room and made them walk through the living room with bare feet, which in essence is what a dog's doing. But that's what it is. Right, so we've got all the screws back in. Look at that. We will see what's that what Uncle Soren says when we turn the computer on. We have picture! We have picture. Let's see if it loads the windows. We have picture. It's loading the windows. We have picture. Hey, what do you think to that? What do you think to that? I'm working on that. Uncle Soren would be proud. So we have a functioning and very sturdy, strong laptop now. And the thing is, because it is a big screen as well on here, there's a bit of weight to it. I find with that mod, which is what I've done, it just tends to hold up a little bit more than maybe a glue one. So it just tends to be a bit more substantial as well for that. Again, nothing wrong with a glued one. It's what it is on there. So we'll put that to one side and put that on there. Don't know. Oh, he did have a charger. Put that back with his charger and his. That's that one. And that's his. So we'll put that back with that. We'll message the customer shortly and tell him that that is all ready to rock and roll. Why have I got a red dot on there? Didn't know why I got a red dot on there. Okay, so we'll kick that off and put that on there. Ooh, focus. There we go. Look at that. I'm like Harry Potter, just focus and it comes into the thing. Let's go back to that camera. So I have got another one to start, gents, which is this Lenovo, which was a no power, but when I turned it on with the customer present, it was powering. So I think from what I saw, it might need a. I don't know if you can see the flex there on the keyboard when we look at this. You can see that opening up. I think either the screws in here are loose, which I'll pop the back off and have a quick look with you. But I think the bracket might have broke inside. So similar what we've done on walking over hot coals, top coals, cool and insulated from the blazing hot ones. Good job, thank you. Ooh, Lenovo, yeah, I got Lenovo. I need to talk to you about your laptop detection thing, James. Actually, we'll have a chat about that. I definitely want one of them. Call Sorin, we have picture. I'll text him. I'll drop him a text and tell him I've got picture. He just follow me, so we're all right with that. And I'll text Linus and Big Clive as well, and Mr Beast, and just let them know. They were in chat earlier if you missed them as well. Oh dear, I do get some stick about getting excited, but again, what I've said, get excited about the small stuff, don't sweat about the big stuff. That's life. Enjoy it while we can. I've actually walked over coals, just going back to what Mookie what said it. No, Castle said. I've actually done the hot coals walking as well, and the coals are hot. But and you feel it. What it did, it burnt my feet. What really hurts if one sticks to you, because it's all about contact pads and contact time. So you walk over it and you stamp your feet as you're walking really quick. It is passion. That's all it is, Milky. Excitement is passion. And a lot of things in life I get passionate about. Some good, some bad. But that's what it is. Yeah, hot coals. I've done that, and it's all about doing it quick. I remember doing it some years ago now. I did it in Wales on I can't remember what it was for. I think it was an adventure thing what went on with a company. You had a choice whether you wanted to do it or not. And I thought, what the hell? It was probably only 2.5 meters, something like that. So it weren't a lot. It's more psychological than anything else. But what is good is the thrill as you're doing it, because it gets your heart pumping, a bit like jumping off a tall skyscraper, which I could not do. I am petrified of heights. Petrified. If I sit on a stool in a bar, I get nausea. It's so I don't like heights at all. That's why I get excited with 31 people watching me, because it's high. Yeah, with the cold, it's about. I seem to remember you do it quick, but you don't run. You've got to walk and stamp, and hopefully the stamping will stop things sticking to your feet, because you dry your feet before and it knocks them off. But it burns if one sticks to you, because you don't touch them long enough. Oh, somebody's been in here already, told me it had not been worked on, and we can clearly see it has been worked on, because they've not put the screws in back there. Never been worked on, never been opened, and it's been opened. Never. So let's get our little fishy spudger. Oh, and it's no. Well, this is going to be interesting. Can we see? So customers managed to glue his top case on, but he's glued it to the bottom case as well. Wonderful. Yeah, I'm not into heights myself. I've done some high things, like obviously Blackpool Tower, Empire State Building, and things like that. But I don't like them. I would get nervous about standing over the glass floor on there. I did Eiffel Tower actually, and walked over the glass bit there. But yeah, I think there's one in China or Japan or something, where you can actually walk over and it's just a sheer drop below you, isn't it? Or these sky things you do as well, where you put yourself in a zip wire. not for me at all. At all. I think these screws are loose rather than missing. That one's tight. That one's tight. Or this could just be a good case of cheap computer engineering. All those screws are tight, so they're not spinning, which means the bracket's not held. So I think this is just a case of cheap manufacturing practices by all manufacturers, really. We've got a cat inside here. All manufacturing companies, they just put such cheap materials in. You can actually see the design of that. It's just flexing the plastic. You can see the black plastic up here moving just as I push the hinge. There's just no structure to it at all. And they use the motherboard as structural. Even on HPs are terrible for them, really thin HPs. They use motherboard as structure. So you pick it up and it twists motherboard. It's just terrible. Niagara Falls Bridge. I've never been to Niagara Falls. I really do fancy Canada. Really do fancy Canada. Bungee jumping, try that. Zola. There couldn't be anything worse for me as bungee jumping. It's the height. It's the height. I would never be able to. One of the girls in the running club's just been to Vegas and she jumped off this building which is 2 or 3 times higher than Blackpool Tower, and she's videoed it with a camera on her arm. Well, she's only a youngish girl in her early 20s, really bubbly and everything like this, but you could see colour drain from her face when she was doing it. She did it. Hats off to her. I could not do it. The language which came out of her mouth is so funny. So funny, because she's bubbly and everything else, but she's not one for language. But I think it drives people to it. And we played it at our the running club that I go to. We played it at the running club. She sent it through for us to play, so it was all permission. But yeah, it was really funny. The thing, but yeah, heights, yeah, not for me. Big wheel, yeah, I can sit on a big wheel. So it's a bit bizarre. I think it's more when I'm something small and high. Definitely not. And yeah, don't get any thrill from it. But I'm not one for roller coasters and theme rides either. That's the other thing. Right, so the only other thing we're going to do is that, because that looks like manufacturing. It's just, you probably can't see, but it's just oh, it's coming on now. It's just not well built. Just not well built. The structure on it's pretty darn poor. So customers asked for a new drive as well. So we're going to just pop the drive out, and I have 10 minutes. I'll pop a new drive in whilst we're on chat, and then we'll wrap up, and that'll be it for another day once I've done this. I weren't planning on streaming today, but you know, sometimes you just think, because I was taking the car in this morning. Oh, it's only got 128 in. We'll upgrade him to a 250 anyway, so that'll be nice upgrade for him. Yeah, so I won't plan on streaming today, so it all depends on. Right, just bear me 2 seconds, gents, because I've got somebody at the door. Just 1 second. As you can hear from the dog. 1 minute. Right, sorry about it, guys. That was just a collection. Weren't expecting those, but hey, another one out of the door and out of the way. In crazy days of my youth, you like your cycling? Canada have mountain bike trails, tracks and up trees. Yeah, I do. Did it? Oh, Victoria Falls. You did it. Sorry, I will get back to that one, Mookie, with that. James saying nothing wrong with heights. I don't know if you all know what James does for a living, but yeah, definitely not wrong with heights with James. That's because he's really tall. Yeah, bungee break far too often. Bungee jumping, I just can't understand why you throw yourself off selling solar panels at the door. You jumped off Zola. You jumped off Victoria Falls. Wow. Wow. And just in case you didn't hear that at the back. Wow. Yeah, cycling. I don't cycle on road. It's all off road. I think I brought that up before. I tend to do night cycling as well. I think I mentioned that up. Not a lot since being injured. I've been injured. I injured myself in February this year. Tore my centre hamstring, but carried on running. And because I was running with an offset on my leg, what it actually did was put a hole in my meniscus. So I then continued running through the pain because I thought, oh, it's just a bit of pain. I'll continue running, which made it worse. And then I've been for some MRIs and X-rays and just waiting for an operation on the meniscus. They need to open it up and cut it out, apparently, or do something. I'm not too sure. But yeah, I can't. I've been told not to do anything, but I'm going to start a bit of cycling in the new year. A bit more off-road cycling. I used to have, because my cardio's horrendous, absolutely horrendous. When you get to 60-year-old, cardio's more important than anything. Yeah, I need to get my cardio fitness back up because that is severely dropped. And also, you can't eat what you want to eat when you're exercising. You know, when I were doing 25-mile bike rides 3 times a week off road, and then I were running between sort of 5 and 10k 2 to 4 times a week. It's all right. You can be energetic, but yeah, it's like that. Yeah, I remember that. I presume you don't mean selling solar panels at the door, which Castle's put on. I remember the guy, he got killed, didn't he, on Noel's house? But that was 80s, that was it? I've torn my cars. I use calf sleeves now, Mookie, if you've heard of them. I did because, like everybody, when you start running, you tend to go through some regular pain until your body just kind of gets used to pressure and stress you're putting it under. Yeah, calf sleeves I got recommended. They work well. And shoes, the trainers. I've got a couple of decent, nice pair of trainers. 240. 128's come out and I'm putting a 240 in. Just to give him a bit of upgrade on space as well. Plus his existing one is started to fail. So we're just refreshing that as well. Shoes I found made the world of difference. My shoes are what I've got. They weren't overly expensive, you know, they're not several £100. I think they were about 130 quid, which is relatively cheap for running shoes, as anybody will know. Then I bought some trail shoes as well, which is about £160. But I bought them just as I got injured, so I think I wore them in the shop and a quick jog afterwards. I've not worn them since. But I'm going to stick off cross-country running anyway because I don't want to twist the knee. Because that motion is fine, if you can see off there, off the knee, but it's kind of sideways motion which is damaging. Yeah, the compression socks. That's all the basic Armuki are compression ones. So yeah, sorry. Going back to hard drive. The guy's got an Intel Pro SSD, but I told him which ones we fit, and he was happy with that. I know they're not in the same league as this, but we're upgrading him to a 240 from a 128, and we're going to install Windows 11 on it as well because it's only got Windows 10. So we're going to upgrade his OS at the same time. Not cloning the disk, just going to... I explained the differences between cloning and a fresh install, and I would say that probably 99% of my customers all go for a fresh install rather than a clone. Yeah, I've not done. One of the last ones I did was a charity fund run back in May, I think it was, but it was with quite a good running club. About 1,000 people turn up for this local one. It's only organised by the run club, so they have different distances. They have a slow 5k, a fast 5k, Then they do a 3 levels in the 7.5k, and then they do 2 levels in the 10k. And because I was with the injury, I went into the quick 7.5k, which was actually a lot quicker than I would normally run. I'm kind of 29 minutes for a 5k, so I'm not speedy. But when doing the 7.5k, and I think I did it in something like 41 minutes, which is pretty good going for me for 7.5k. So it was quicker than I expected, and I was running with the injury, and it was so hilly. A lot of it was off road as well, and I just remember it absolutely pouring it down with rain. You were sodden, absolutely sodden, and there was, I think it was 70 people in my catchment, and coming up to the last section, I was third, and the guy was running with, we were kind of third and fourth, and I just said to him, I says, just go ahead, I'm going to slow you down now, because he still had lots left in the tank and I didn't, and it's all uphill, probably the last half a kilometre, 3/4 kilometre, all uphill. It just kills you. That bit's on tarmac. And he kind of left me because I told him to, and then about 3 other people passed me on there. So I think I came probably in top 10. I was still really impressed with it because I only started running, never run before in my life until it's a fast walk for me, that, yeah. I only started running in November, never run before in my life. So did my first 5k when my first outing, and then progressed from there. Got injured in February because I think I'd done too much too soon, because I were up to sort of 7.5 to 10k by January, not having run at all, but I was still running in my trainers, what I wore for squash and things like that, my gym trainers, rather than running trainers. Then bought some running trainers, which meant different, but I'd got the injury then early February with the tear. So yeah, that's my running thing, but I'm missing it like mad. I do want to get back out there and get some more miles under my belt and get it all done. So that's the hard drive, and we'll just clip this back together. But I think if you're not an exerciser, you don't really appreciate it. And I never thought I'd enjoy running. I used to box and whatnot when I was younger, and a bit of martial arts and so on. So certainly with boxing, there were quite a bit of running and road work involved, and I hated it. So I never did it at all. But I kind of always cycled, so my cardio was pretty good. Yeah, I remember I did a charity road bike ride a few years ago now. And I think it was about 40 mile, so not long at all, because it was just for charity. 40 there, 40 back, and it was middle of summer. I'm saying middle of summer. It was, I think, late July, early August. So it were getting into nicer weather. Well, this one day, there's a big open stretch of road which must last for about 4 miles. It's got flat fields at either side of you, and it's just one long straight road. No trees, nothing to look at, nothing. It's horrible, this road. And wind would come in head on. And I remember being in something like second gear and still struggling to go forward. It was that windy. And then it started raining. And it's like, hold on, this is a British summer. Which is typical for British summer, isn't it? It rains like that. So, but yeah. So that's the hard drive in there, ladies and gents. I'm just going to take that screw out because that one's for the CD/DVD player, which nobody ever uses nowadays, but everyone still insists on having it in the computers. I don't know if any of you guys actually build systems. The amount of customers I'll go, can you fit me a DVD player? Or it's not got a DVD player or a CD player in it, and I'll go, when was the last time you used it? Yeah, but my old one had one. I'm talking desktops now. Yeah, still get that. Skipping is good cardio. I've never had the time, and I used to do it when I was boxing. for that, because obviously it's quite a big workout for a lot of muscle groups. I feel like I've missed. I'm addicted to my own endorphins. Yeah, you get addicted to them when you do that. You get a good boost from exercise. You do, and I think it's one of the things where you can't really quantify what type of buzz you get, but you do get a good buzz from it. And skipping is good cardio. I don't have the nose for boxing. Blood everywhere. Yeah. No slots in case. No, that's the other thing as well. You don't get, unless you buy a specific horrible case, you don't really get slots in them now. You don't get the cradles for it, do you? So, right. This is I'm going to have quite a standard. I use Vento, if anybody knows what I use to install Windows. So I'll do a Ventoys install. I've done one of the unattended scripts, which are available on the internet, and written it into ISO. So I'll put that through off camera. But that's me done for today, gents. I said about 1/2 past, but I probably do need to cut it on the head in 3 minutes time when I've done 3 hours. Woohoo! So I will drag it out for a further 3 minutes, but that's not uncommon for me. I do tend to waffle, I do tend to talk. If there is anybody sat in chat who's not hit the like, or if you do fancy subscribing, like doesn't cost you a penny, and I don't even charge for subscriptions, but a like and a subscription is always nice to have. So so if you, I've gone and put me on talking there. We don't want to do that, do we? But I hope you've enjoyed it, gents. I've enjoyed it. It's been nice again to be welcomed into people's lives for the day. I do talk, and I do talk a lot. So if you've seen what you've seen today, it's what I am on most streams. Do try and make it engaging. Do try and get chat involved as well. So if you are new to the stream, please join us again. I've got quite a few VODs online as well, and I tend to do a good 50-50 mix of some DIY VODs and live streams as well. I do favour live streams because this is where the good stuff happens with the people on chat. But other than that, thanks, Manford. It does make me smile when you call me Manford Cows. It does make me smile. 21st of December, save your date. Yeah, well reminded, Russ. Let me just change camera, and I will remind everybody again. So 21st December, guys. I will show you the picture about this. If anybody's not seen this, it is a bit funny. If I can find, did I put it in my YouTube folder? I think I did. I'll just quickly find this thumbnail, and I will show you on. Where did I put it? I could have sworn I put it in thumbnails. Oh, there it is. Let's get to PC view and drag this across. So if anybody's not aware of this, this is happening on the 21st of December at around 5-ish. So I'm hosting Far Left with Santa's outfit on. There is going to be fancy dress on the day. We've then got Andy, Swindon Electronics. We've got Rusty in the centre. We've got MK Fix, and we've got James on the far right, J-Fix. So the plan of attack for the day, guys, you'll be sick of hearing this before the 21st, but 21st December, we're doing a charity stream. It's a really, really good charity, what we plan on doing. There will be some surprises, even for the creators, because I'm hosting, and I'm not going to let anybody know what I've got planned. So that's the idea with that. We are doing that. I do intend on making it as fun as I possibly can, and carrying that forward with some surprise and things like that. Again, if you didn't hear me earlier, just put a comment in any of my videos will do, about anything you'd like to see, any ideas you might have, any questions you might want answering from one of the creators' favourite creators, or anything like that, any forfeits you might think we could do with them, because we really need to torture them. That's what we need to do. We need to really make them sweat. So if anybody's got any ideas, please just put a comment in any of my videos, which I've got. I do respond to them all, and it'll flag up, because you cannot put a comment here, and then we'll we'll have a dig through and we'll get all that ready for 21st. But I'll be hosting, so hopefully we'll see everybody there. But please put the date in your diary. So guys, I have now ticked 3 hours and 43 seconds, so my work is done. So go forth, my children, and enjoy the rest of the day. Enjoy the week. I'm not too sure when I'll be back on. I weren't anticipating on today. It all depends on what walks through the door, but have a tremendous time. Remember, smile about the small stuff and don't sweat the big stuff. Do what you enjoy and enjoy what you do. And with that, you won't go far wrong in life. And just laugh and smile. Take yourself off to a quiet room and just smile and laugh like I do. It just works. I will feel down sometimes, but it just works. So enjoy, guys. Thanks a lot for coming in. And everyone take care. We'll see you all soon. Bye, 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 bye. Hey, until next time.